Hey, everybody.
Hello.
What's going on?
Hello.
Now,
Hello.
my computer said it was time to go, but I looked at my watch. It says it's not time to go, so we might be a little early.
We're 2 minutes early.
We
Oh,
are.
no. I blame the fact that I switched computers at the last minute, and this computer has not updated its clock in a while.
Well, you know, NTP is not
better
always
early than
infallible.
late, right?
Hey,
Yeah.
Pete. Hey, Pete, hop in the stream. Get on our Discord general chat and pop in there. I don't know if you're going to work or something, though. It's like the morning over in Australia right now. Hey, Mike. Hey, Kenneth. Old Faithful. That's your new nickname.
Yeah, Old Faithful from Georgia.
You're
Right?
always here, Kenneth. We so appreciate it. Thank you.
Thumbs up, Kenneth. Thumbs up, buddy.
Uh-oh. I think Pete might actually join us.
Oh, we're gonna get Pete in here. We're gonna be legit. We'll have an Aussie on the stream. These Canadians don't count as fancy foreign streamers.
Yeah,
They're just America Light. They don't count.
we don't count.
I think you count, Gilly.
Oh,
There's no
thank you.
large body of water between us and the Canadians.
Well, Gilly's very important because he's constantly making fun of me, so we need him here regularly. He's a key.
Oh, I'm sure
key
we
part.
could all do that if, Gilly's not here.
Well, Donnie, you're here for the fantastic one-liners with that southern accent, and Gilly's just here to bust my balls. Todd's here to make me feel stupid. Buck's here to scare me when his crotch gets shown on his stream. And Eric's not here because he's never here. Oh, boy.
Yeah, where is Eric?
He's probably buried in snow again. He
Oh,
he
okay.
lives on Hoth. He's probably
No,
slicing a
he's not
tauntaun
buried
open.
in snow again. He's buried in snow still.
Indeed. There we go, Donnie. He's just permanently in perpetuity.
Right.
It's not even like he lives somewhere really cool and cold, like Superman's Fortress of Solitude. It's just a regular, normal house.
I think the little sign on the interstate when you're going into North Dakota says, "Welcome to North Dakota. We have snow."
Yeah.
Welcome to North Dakota. You will not go to another state after this.
Another northern
No,
state.
no, guys. It's Hoth, Dakota.
North Dakota.
Yes. The only way to get around Eric's town is in an AT-AT walker.
Yeah.
Tom.
Or Tom Tom.
Eric's snow speeder broke down last week. He's stuck in the house.
Well, if he's stuck in the house, he should be on the stream.
Eric's internet is frozen, literally. But
I'm just glad that you deserve the first one. I'm just glad that he set up the stream this morning. He did do something today.
There you go.
Todd, he didn't
Yes,
do
sir.
it.
Oh, you did?
Yep.
Okay. Well, then never mind. I take all that back. And
Maybe
Eric
that's
is terrible.
Maybe that's why you didn't
Somebody set up
complain
the
this
stream.
No, Todd, Eric couldn't have set up the stream because you didn't complain that it was done completely wrong.
That's what I thought was weird. I'm like, oh, somebody actually put the description in there right and everything. I thought he was learning. No, it was Buck the whole time.
The only person who can't learn a lesson worse than me is possibly Eric, but it's pretty close race there. There we go. Do we want to go through what everybody's working on?
Sure, why not? I really need to get my other mouse. This is going to drive me nuts. I might as well go because I'm the first one on the list. So
Yes.
Okay.
let
Welcome
me
our
get rid of
visitor
this.
first.
Whoa, hey, look, we got Pete.
Peter, what's up?
Hey, Pete.
Hello.
Okay.
Yes.
Somebody's watching the stream.
What's up?
Hey, Pete.
Can you hear me?
Pete, you guys turn down your speakers, man.
Yeah, I fixed it. It's all right now, I think. Better?
There you go.
All right. I'll just put on my lights to make myself look better. Oh, that's better.
You were handsome in the dark still. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, that's not quite what I've heard before, but yeah.
What time is it over there?
Oh, time. It's 11 a.m.
Okay, not too bad.
No, well, we just had our daylight savings last weekend, so yeah, otherwise it would be an hour different. I don't know. It confuses me.
We should just get rid of daylight savings time. We were just going through what everybody was working on, and I think Todd was about to say what he's working on.
Yeah, I am going to paint the nav light boxes on the Titanic Bridge. I am not going to paint the windows. I gave up on that. But I'll paint in the green and red because it was too much of a pain in the butt, and I'm not getting out my 1/64th tape to try to mask this off. I really wanted to, but it's just I tried it, and the paint is starting to discolor the plastic. I don't even want to mess with it anymore. So
Todd?
I'll paint the railings wood. We'll do that, and we'll paint the boxes red and green. So I'm masking those off, and then inside the bridge, these tiny little shelves, I'm going to paint those mahogany. And then hopefully we can start putting it together because everything else should be painted. So that's we can build pack 8 hopefully.
Nice.
What are you working on, Ian?
Oh, I'm working on the USS Depressing Prize, and I was drilling out holes for the shuttle bay landing lights and filling them with clear resin, and I was about to reveal my work. And Todd, get that button handy just in case. Let's
all right.
here.
Hang on.
Let's see.
What do we got? Oh, son of a! I forgot to put resin in one of the holes, or I missed it. See, I told you that would be handy. But yeah, we're gonna have sequential landing lights, thanks to the Tenet Controls lighting kit. And I guess I'm breaking my resin back out. You could move along now. Nothing to see here. I fixed my screw ups. Oh,
all right, Gilly, how about you?
Well, as you all know, I'm working on the SU-27 Big Bird build, Ukraine. Right now, I'll be doing the armaments.
That thing is gonna be so sick when it's done.
And instead of painting, I'm actually cheating. I'm going to be using the kit applied decals. Or
I
decals.
love that digital camo.
There's nothing wrong with using kit water slide decals.
No. I know. It's just because I'm doing a full build, I'm doing everything what's in the box. So, yeah, that's what I'm doing today.
Okay. What about you, Donnie?
The last dragon head.
What'd you think about adding some other colors to the white one?
Yeah, I might do that.
You know, like I could see some gold, so it's like it's they always guard gold, right? But
Right.
that or just an ivory, just something to offset the color, like a faded white, aged white kind of thing.
Do you got a light pale blue there, Donnie?
I thought about that, so it'd be like an ice dragon.
Yeah, like an
but
ice dragon.
he already has a blue head, so
And then you put in a nice gray wash.
he has a blue one already.
Yeah, but if you put a gray wash on it, then it's going to make the white look gray. That's the only problem with painting white. If you shade too much, then the whole thing looks gray.
Yeah.
Maybe do a light brown panel line on it.
That might work.
For some like kind of more dirt in the scales kind of effect.
Yeah.
All right. Next.
What, Buck? Oh, Buck's got the Voyager out.
Yep.
Pete, he's been building this Voyager longer than you've been alive.
Wow. I can see the rust.
On the lights right now, working on the flashers for the what is it? The strobes for the fantail. It's
24 volts.
Huh?
24 volts.
No. 9.1 right now.
I don't know if Pete knows the 24 volt story.
No, I don't think.
Hang on.
What's the 24 volt story?
Eric.
Yeah, Eric. That sums it up.
Yeah.
Eric built the disco prize, and he was doing a video on it, and he didn't have a power brick to hook up to it, so he found an old laptop power brick and hooked up to it. 24 volts. He had it wired for 12, and it survived.
It was really bright for a while.
It was.
It would look good for a while. Yeah.
He blew one LED went out, and then somehow he put it up on the shelf for about a year and a half and got it back out and hooked it up, and the LED that died was working again.
Wow.
Yeah,
I've
small
never
miracles.
seen anybody that had luck like Eric.
Hey, Buck, I need to quote the Griswold family Christmas here. Hey, Clark, those little lights aren't twinkling. Thanks, Dad. I know.
I did screw up today because this is the red clip is hooked to the negative. It's supposed to be the positive.
That
Oh my
happens
God,
to the best
what
of
have
us.
you done?
Yeah.
Just put a little red paint somewhere on that lead, and so you know it's positive.
Oh yeah. Well, actually, what I'm going to do is this one here that I just put in there. I'm going to wire the other side of this up. I'm going to get it glued on there, and then I'm going to wire them together. I've got 3 strobes in the belly of, or the engineering hall. Once they're wired together, I don't have to worry about it.
Nice.
Very good.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I'm almost to the point of building the light box around the deflector and actually putting the bottom part of the saucer on.
You would think that in the 3 years that you've been working on that, you could have got it wired up right.
No. That's the problem, Donnie. I didn't start any wiring until about 3 weeks ago.
Is that what you were dreading? Is that why you haven't worked on it?
Yeah, kind of figuring out lighting.
No, I mean, I
Back
can
in
understand
60
doing that. You just sit there and go, oh, God, if I start that back up again, I'm going to have to do the wiring.
Well, if he
And I
hadn't
can-
stopped, he'd been done by now.
Yeah, but
That is
sometimes
also true.
You lose your mojo, and you're just like, eh.
You don't
Yeah,
have
you
to
move
explain
on.
losing your mojo to me. King of no mojo. Who's up next?
Pete, are you working on
Somebody with
anything?
no motion.
Hey, yeah, I'll show you something.
All right,
I got-
give me a second.
I got some show and tell. All
Let's see
right.
it.
Is it a microscopic machine gun from the deck of the Yamato?
Yeah.
No, not quite. So this is one of the smaller turrets. There's actually 2 of them. And
Nice.
I've just painted them in the last 20 minutes with the Outlaw Paints Japanese grey,
Nice.
and it's really, really good, eh? Like,
That looks good.
That's a nice color.
I want to
Yeah.
try some
Finish.
of that outlaw paint.
Yeah,
there's a lot of photo etch. There's probably about 20 pieces of photo etch on each of these as well.
I
And
can
now
tell. Oof.
About
If
to
we
put on-
only knew a guy.
yeah,
Outlaw-
We
just-
some paint
If we knew how to get a hold of the guy for Outlaw Paints, you know.
Right?
well,
Pete
Hey,
has
you know-
kindly shared. Pete has kindly shared Jason's email with me tonight.
yes.
And I'm gonna do an exclusive Outlaw Paint on my Andy's Hobby Headquarters Tiger One. The shipping will probably cost more than the kit, but I don't care. I want to try those paints out. Doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Yeah. So that's it. So I'll put the turret, the guns on, and the blast bags. I'll attach them on, and that's it. But yeah, I just spoke to Jason actually this morning, and I put in a paint order as well because I'm going to build something I've never built before, and that's a motorbike. So,
which one are you building?
I'm going to do the Tamiya. It's a Kawasaki Ninja.
Ah, nice choice.
Nice.
It's almost identical to the one I have downstairs. Except I'm going to do the model red, the same color as mine, so it goes faster. And yeah. It's just that because at the end of this month I'm off over to Thailand for about 5 weeks, and I won't be able to touch this, so I'll need some videos to put out. So I'm going to, on the side, put this bike together. Yeah.
Fun. What are you doing in Thailand?
Oh, I'm eventually I'm going to live there, so that's my plan. So I'm in the process of organising all of that and working out visas, where I'm going to live, rent, and all the rest of it.
That's exciting.
Hopefully at the end of this year, that's my plan to move over.
Nice.
What are you going
why
to do?
Thailand? Is it you just like it there, or what?
Hey?
Why Thailand?
Oh, I've been going there for years. I've got a girlfriend over there I've had for the last 9 years now. So I go over to see her. I'm going to be living in the small village out in the eastern side of Thailand near Cambodia. And I just love the lifestyle, the weather, the climate, the food, everything. And just so cheap. That's the main thing. It's just so cheap over there, you know.
What are you going to do for a job in Thailand?
I'm not. I'm retiring early, mate. I've been saving my ass off the last couple of years. So I've got money in my Thai bank account over there. I'm all set up, and yeah.
Bill seems to see that you're going for your lady boy.
Yeah, thanks, Bill. There's always one.
Steve should be here shortly, dropping the granddaughter at the house, and he's headed to the cave.
I reckon the best girl, lady boys.
The lady boy. Oh, Bilge is just Bilge.
I don't know why Bilge just want to come on here.
Wouldn't
Bilge.
expect this. So yeah, no, that's what I want to do.
That's awesome, man. Congratulations.
Yeah, set up my model desk and do my model building over there. Keep the YouTube running. It might become Oz Thai scale modeling, but we'll see.
Yeah, the only battle over there might be painting in the humidity.
Yeah, true. But there's always aircon.
Okay,
So,
yeah.
Not a problem. Yeah, that's all right.
Australia has pretty bad humidity too, don't it?
Yeah, we do. But I got to tell you that I have that humidity problem in summer with Tamiya and Vallejo paints that just comes out like sandpaper onto your model. It's crap. But outlaw paints, man, you can't go wrong, hey? Like, I'm not just saying it because I'm using it, but
That's probably because they're lacquer.
yeah, it probably is. Maybe that's the difference. But it sprays out so well. Although I did use another brand of acrylic lacquer paint on a helicopter I built, and it came out really bad on a hot day. So, yeah, I don't know. But, yeah, we get some humid here, but
Maybe
nothing
there's
like
a little drying retarder in the outlaw paints or something.
I think there is. I think there might be.
Who knows what's in the secret sauce of outlaw paints, but I'm excited to try them.
Yeah. You will be. You will be. It's like anybody. You try them and that's it. You're hooked. So, yeah. So I'm after a red, a tungsten silver, a gloss clear, and a chassis black for my motorbike. So I'll put my order into it soon.
This is, it's interesting because, I don't know how many people we have watching. I'm not watching the stream on YouTube. But that outlaw paint, it's almost like, it's nice because if you request a color from Jason, and it makes business sense to him in some way, shape, or form, it's almost like he'll just kind of be like, yeah, you know, that's a decent idea. Well, yeah, I'll make that color. Give me about 30 days and we'll have it orderable on the site.
Well,
Yeah.
he's a fairly new, paint company anyways. He's probably trying to figure out new colors to come out with.
Yeah.
And if you suggest one, it's like, why not?
Yeah, exactly. So I'm excited about it. I sent him some. I got to resend the email because I went through his website the first time. He didn't get the message from the contact us portion, but I sent them all the RAL codes from the manual for the Tiger One, and I'm excited to see how they come out. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. That's right. Well, even the mixes for my Yamato here, they didn't have them, so they were specially made up. The Imperial Japanese Maya and the whole red as well. They matched that up. So, yeah. I'm just going to put my camera down to where I'm working. That's better. There we go.
There we go. All right. Let's see if my my Shuttle Bay landing light fail has been redeemed here. Let's take a quick see. Oh, come on, just
I'm not sure
lazy.
why, but that comment from Bilge bothers me a little bit.
The lady boy?
There's a little bit of Jason in every bottle. Oh Jesus, that is so disturbing.
Oh, Jesus.
Let's not go further with that one.
Yeah.
Oh
Wait a minute,
man,
is
I
that
failed
is that
again.
the
I got an
special-
air bubble.
That's the special ingredient?
Oh.
Oh. All right.
It's because
I
that
gotta-
ingredient is outlawed? Is that where the name? Oh my God.
No, he just spits in every bottle.
Oh Lord. All right, let me try this again. I gotta get some resin on the top here, I think. Oh, this is gonna be a delicate procedure.
What you needed was Todd standing over your shoulder, telling you what to do to get rid of those bubbles and make sure everything was good.
Yeah, that probably would have been a good idea. Let me get a little dab will do you. Little yabba dabba.
So what's the weather like out there, Pete? Warm?
Actually, it's a bit of a windy day, but it's not cold, unusually. Sun's out, blue sky. Already went down to the post office this morning to check my post box down there and picked up a 0.3 mil needle for my airbrush that I've been chasing up for the last 6 months. They finally got the
6 months?
Yeah, and I was worried because if I bent the needle or something, airbrush would be out of action. So yeah, their
What kind of
supply.
airbrush is it?
It's Mr. Hobby one. It's a Mr. Hobby airbrush.
So it's
For convoy?
made in the Iwata factory.
Probably, I don't know. It was
Pretty much.
medium. It's not a top end thing, but it works fine for me. But at the time when I bought it, I wanted to order an extra needle, but he didn't have them, and he said, "Oh, our supplier will have them in the next couple of months." I thought, great. And this was in September last year. And, since then, they haven't been able to get them. And then finally, he actually remembered. He's emailed me saying, guess what? We got your needle for you.
Yeah.
Straight up, I ordered it. And within 2 days, it's in my post office box ready for me to pick up. So,
Can't beat that.
yeah. So I've got that just to have on the side in case, you got to have backup, things like that. But yeah, it's a nice day out there. A bit windy for the beach. A bit of sand blowing around. Yeah.
Did you see Icky Sticky's got some new glue out?
There you go. Bill Dratz, he's north of me. We're in the same state of New South Wales. So he's about I'd say a 5-hour drive from where I am. So his temperature and humidity would be about the same as it is down here.
Oh, I am having so much trouble with this now. I'm trying to go from the top to fill in my imperfections.
Those. 8 to 9 hours north. Yeah, well, if you drive like him, it probably is. I ride a bike. I get there a bit quicker. I jump on my Suzuki V-Strom 1000. I'll be up there in no time. Probably without a license.
Remember, he's from the lower deck, so yeah, they take a while.
Yeah. Down here, they have double demerit points on public holidays, being Easter, so you lose double the points if you get pulled over for anything.
That's no fun. In Georgia, we have the super speeder law in Georgia. If you're more than 15 miles per hour over the speed limit, it's a very hefty fine and many points on your license.
Yeah, we have that in Tennessee too.
But I mean, the speed limit in Georgia on most highways is 70 miles an hour, so well over 100 kph. So as long as you're doing like 80, you're pretty much fine. Plus, if you're in Atlanta, there is zero traffic enforcement in the city of Atlanta and the very near outlying areas. It's a joke.
If you're doing 30 kilometers over the limit, you'll be walking home and your car will be impounded.
Oof. Woof. Yeah. Todd would have enjoyed owning his Hellcat a lot more if he lived in Atlanta, because you can basically do 140 on the highway here, and
yeah,
no
but I probably wouldn't have owned it that long.
Yeah,
it'd have been stolen in 2 seconds. That's
well,
how
you
long
would
it
have
takes
kept
to steal those nowadays.
You just had to keep it in the garage.
They'd probably steal the garage.
You're not incorrect. It is Atlanta.
So now I have to decide, do I want to cut these open?
Cut them open.
Do it.
See, they're working out. Cut them open.
Cut it open, doctor.
Yeah.
Because for whatever reason they closed up the wings. The wings that hang off the sides of the Titanic, where off the bridge, these wings would have been open, and they closed it off. I don't know why.
That's
probably
weird.
to keep the light from going out, but I'm going to light block it, so it's just weird that it's
Maybe
closed
they just
off.
didn't want to deal with it.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
If they'd have just had the right engine to go with those wings, Titanic would have never sank.
Yeah, any follow up on that? No. Good.
I need some nice refreshing H2O on this paper towel.
High quality H2O.
She's of the devil.
Foosball is the devil.
Foosball of the devil. You don't talk bad about Mama. Okay, that looks like crap-ish, but oh, the camera really hides some sins. Thank goodness. Okay, I think she needs another coat of clear after this. Everybody watching, don't stare into the ultraviolet light. You'll go blind.
What?
I wonder if looking at it on camera will blind you. I kind of doubt that.
Unless they figured out how to make that work over, the internet.
Yeah. Now, let's see.
I would say that monitors probably don't put out a lot of UV.
Yeah. OBS and StreamYard could transmit ultraviolet death rays to your eyeballs. We'd all be blind already. Somebody would have pranked us online.
Oh, somebody would have weaponized that already.
Yeah, China would have just like put it on TikTok one day and just blinded half the country.
I seem to remember that somebody weaponized something on the stream with you guys one time already.
Oh boy,
Yeah,
I didn't let him in.
yeah.
Thank God I wasn't in charge of that. It's quite the debacle.
The sad part is that I'm pretty sure that wasn't his weapon.
Mm-mm. No, yeah, he was definitely
Probably
streaming
not.
somebody else. Yes. That piece of equipment was a professional stand-in.
Who was telling me they saved that part of the
Stunt
video?
double.
Somebody saved a clip from the video for that.
Todd?
No, I edited it out.
All right. Hit this with a little.
Oh, damn it. I still got it. I was all excited about being done, and I'm not done. I got to put wood right here.
Oof. That's a heavy coat of clear.
When I get sick of doing that, I have the light kit for my little mini Z. Put that in.
Mini Z.
Yeah, my little off-roading Jeep, my little remote control I bought.
Oh
It's
yeah.
like Francisco has, but I got the lights for mine. They're not as good as his because his car had side markers. All right, that's done. That's done. That's done. That's done.
Yeah, well, the what do they have again? The
Damn.
What'd you think of my? Did you see my telegraphs?
I'm sorry.
I painted my telegraph dials.
Dear God. Okay.
Nice.
Are they visible once the model's built?
Yeah, because you can see
Okay.
inside the bridge. The bridge is open.
Oh, those look great. They look like, yeah, that's a nice brass finish you got on there.
Well, I did, but they already came to brass. The only thing I did was paint the black and then clear up the edges so it had a brass ring around it. But
Nice and neat.
I just wanted to give them dials so they look a little better. That was a
Okay,
pain.
Mike. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. Have a good one.
And I painted my little, and I have my little shelves, little shelves
Later,
that go on
Mike.
the inside of the bridge walls.
Adios, Mike. Oh,
Hey,
nice.
Mike. Now I got one more thing to paint, and that's this railing. It's like a teak railing that goes along the front top of this. So I'm gonna let this dry a little bit more. Go find me some wood. That's what she said.
You beat me to it. Okay, let's peek in here on Pita. See what
Todd realized what he said as soon as he said it, and he just went ahead and took it.
Yep.
Peter's playing with his big gun.
Yeah,
Those are the little guns, though.
these are the little ones. Yeah, the
Oh,
turrets
no wonder those are big for them, eh?
actually go up and down too, which is good.
So what
Just
size in real life are those gun barrels?
Fairly big, I would imagine, but not
Are
as
they
big as the main guns. I'll show you the main guns.
Well, the
Yeah,
Yamato's
that's
main guns, if I remember correctly, were 18-inch main guns on the Yamato, actually bigger than the Iowa-class battleship's 16-inch main guns.
Right.
Yeah, so there's a difference in those.
Whoa, holy moly.
These are 5-pounders.
All right, so that's these turret that I'm working on with this little cannon. They go on either side of the main superstructure, and then we've got 3 turrets I haven't even started yet that take these. So it's going to be quite big.
Wowzers.
She had 6-inch guns and 5-inch guns.
Yeah. These would be the 5-inch.
Well, and the main guns were 18s, right?
Right.
Yeah.
The tricky part is going to get them all to be straight.
That's what the father in California with 3 sons said.
Okay, as we walk around the benches here. Ian's just finished drinking.
Oh,
Oh, good one.
oh, Ken, the Enterprise is going very slowly, and I think I may need to start seeing a therapist about it. It's an exceedingly simple model that's incredibly difficult to put together. And I've made it no easier by going with this full Tenet Controls lighting kit. But in the end, like every model that tries our patience and sanity, it will be worth it, and it will be glorious.
If Ian survives it.
Yes, I will maintain my optimistic attitude as much as possible while complaining like a little girl that stubbed her toe.
Man.
All right, waiting for clear coat to dry on the landing bay. So let's start on the officer's lounge, I guess. Oof, this should be fun.
Now we're peeking into Don's modeling desk.
Let me look up a photo.
He's pouring some red.
Well, Gilly's never going to be the announcer for Major League Baseball games, that's for sure.
He's slowly walking to the mount. Grab a coffee, everybody.
Oh my God, I can't imagine watching an MLB game at like a hotel in Canada and listening to the local announcers.
Right?
Hey, he's got
Hey,
the bat.
Paul! Ken, how are you guys doing?
Hey, Paul. How are you, mate?
How did it end up on me?
Yeah, Paul lives about 5 minutes from me. Just the next
Oh, that's
couple-
how we got all the kits.
Yes, that's right.
You lucky bugger, Paul.
That's working.
Pete brings all the visitors.
Yeah, there we go. Look at that.
They're just my groupies following me. You know?
That's good.
All your lady boys, we know.
Yeah, all the lady boys.
Oh,
Oh
the
my
lady
God.
boys are here.
The officer's lounge in Star Trek was pretty boring colored.
There's Ken from Canada. Hello.
As far as coloring, the whole ship was pretty boring colored.
Well, that is true. Okay, so it was
Beiges
just like an
and oranges and
off-whites and eggshells and grays and definitely oranges.
that nice pearlescent paint job on the outside, and then they put beige and off-white and orange.
Well,
on the
yeah. There's argument about the pearlescent. I mean, I'm gonna do the pearlescent Aztec paints. You know, these poly trans bars.
Yeah, technically it wasn't pearlescent; it was interference, but still.
Yeah, these are interference paints. Shimmering. We have the shimmering red, blue, green, and gold.
Yeah, I
but
have
the base, the base under it, apparently was just plain old ordinary like white primer. I bought a bunch of pearl white and pearls to do the base, and people are like, "No, you're wrong. You don't need to paint the entire thing pearl. You're just going to do the Aztecs in pearl." It didn't stop me from buying all the pearl paint in the universe to paint this.
Because it had that contrast between the pearls and the base coat.
Yeah, so
the base coat was just a regular satin look.
Yeah, I spent way too much money on white pearl, pearl white from Tamiya and white pearl from Mr. Color.
I thought that was your middle name.
I'm not pearl white. I'm more of a pale pink.
No, I was thinking more along the lines if I spent way too much money.
Oh yeah. Well, that's my modus operandi here is wasting money on things that I may never need or use or successfully build.
That's what she said.
And my record is unbroken. Well, the landing lights are only slightly proud of the surface of the shuttle bay floor. So not a complete fail, but not great. Do I have to light block this thing? Probably. Oh, boy.
Only if you don't want the light shining through.
Thanks, Donnie.
Well, you ask.
Yes, indeed, I did. Thank you. A little more of my paint of shame from Home Depot.
I use rattle cans to light block everything just about because it's just cheaper.
Yep.
Some of us don't have Ian's budget.
Ian has a budget? That insinuates that he has a top end.
Yeah, there's not a whole hell of a lot of a formal budget, but oh, my new spray booth is working lovely.
What? When did you buy a spray booth?
I didn't. I bought the cheapest fiberglass furnace filter Home Depot sells, and then the cheapest pleated furnace filter Home Depot sells, and I have a nice layer of rolled out activated carbon filter, and I just sandwich those together and put them on the back of the box fan and turn it on, and I spray in front of that,
Oh,
and it works pretty well.
Just be careful you don't spray anything that's really flammable in front of that.
right.
Oh yeah, this is not flammable at all, huh? Let's see.
Flames can come out the back.
It contains acetone, liquefied petroleum gas, acetate, and aromatic hydrocarbons. Vapor harmful. Vapors may ignite explosively. Yeah, no, yeah, this is super
Have a
flammable.
camera running anytime you're painting. We
Oh,
want
yeah.
video.
We'll have the
Paul says he'll be doing the TOS Enterprise in original colors when Jason makes them. That's good.
That's cool, Paul. Yeah, Ken. Yeah, you bought the pearl paints too. Yeah, we don't need the pearl white. Apparently, we just need the polytranspar, interference, shimmering paints. So, whatever. I'll figure out something else to do with the pearl whites that I have. I'll probably, I could definitely use them on some Gundam kits. That would be a cool thing. So they'll get used. Nothing's gonna go to waste here at some point. Just might take 5 years. Grab us an LED light. Let's see what we got. White. Warm white. Warm. Brian,
whip.
why are you saying your W's so funny?
Quill Wheaton.
Yeah. Quill Wheaton. Oh, those are gonna work. Those look good.
Oh, wrong guy. Where the heck are you? Okay.
Never mind that runny clear at the edge there, but
Yeah, you won't see it anyways. Nice.
yeah. That's gonna be nice. I'm gonna have to watch some footage from the movies to see what color the landing lights are. Because Tenant Control supplies, I think, white, like the cool white. I may swap that out. Cool white.
White.
And I'll probably swap that out for some warm white SMDs. Because they gave me 3mm just straight up normal LED bulbs. And they're just like, stick them on the bottom and whatever. It doesn't sound right to me.
Flexible LEDs.
What happened?
Flexible LEDs. Put LED filament in it. I want to use that stuff everywhere now.
Well, I need individual LEDs for the landing lights because they have to light in sequence. So there's 5 rows of LEDs. So I have 10 LEDs that are going underneath this shuttle bay landing area. And they are going to light in sequence. And the wiring diagram for this Tenant Controls board is one of the most intimidating electrical diagrams I've ever seen. To take like an electrical engineering 101 course to wire this sucker. I have to go to community college to finish this enterprise. They didn't put that into the price of the kit. You don't get like a voucher. Here's a free 3-credit voucher for your local community college to learn electrical engineering.
Wiring diagram can't be that complicated.
It's pretty complex with the board I bought. Well, the board has 5 different wiring harnesses coming off of it.
That's not very many.
Oh yeah, not many. And each one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 wires coming out of each harness. So it's got 40 wires coming out of it, and yeah, that's
Ian.
And a lot of resistors have to be wired in.
Avionics. The flight control computer has one cannon plug, one harness that has over 240 wires.
Well, don't go Air Forcing me. Don't go one-upping me with that stuff.
Don't Air Force.
Listen,
don't Air Force him.
Listen, man, I've got a couple knobs off an F-15. You know, come on. I've got
hydraulically run radar.
I've got 0.000000001% of an F-15 Eagle right here.
No, those are just standard knobs. They had those knobs on the F-16 as well.
Well, yeah, well, the person that gave these to me worked on F-15s, and he got these knobs off an F-15.
Are you saying he stole them?
No, there was something wrong with them. He had to remove them, and apparently they wanted you to toss them after you take them off. They want to put new ones back on, so the Pentagon can justify their budget for replacement knobs at $7,000 a piece.
Nah, those knobs are nowhere near that much.
What are they? 4,000?
4,000 a piece.
Yeah.
We don't know actually, because usually they come on the part.
There you go.
Oh, you guys are charged 4,000 a piece for them.
So he stole them.
Yeah.
I don't know. They were extra parts. Some flyboys going around missing a couple knobs. I have no idea. No clue, man. No clue. They're just knobs. Some guys are like, here's a couple knobs from an F-15. I'm like, thanks. That's cool. And, you know, he had all that time.
Away, he was saying, you don't know
that. Yeah. And he had all that time in the Air Force maintaining aircraft. And his family lived right down the street from me. And we live right down the street from a fairly busy, private airport. And I was like, oh, so you're going to go get a job, maintaining jets over at the airport? And he goes, nah, I think I'm going to be a sushi chef. I was like, what the hell?
What?
I'm like,
you're kidding me, man.
all that time in the Air Force maintaining aircraft, and I'm like, so I was like, oh, you gonna go work on the Gulf Streams and stuff? That's got to be child's play compared to the military stuff. And he's like, nah, I'm gonna try out being making sushi. And I'm like, okay, well,
Maybe
hope
he's
you're good
tired
at
of
it.
working on airplanes.
And he doesn't. Yeah,
You'll find that most prior aircraft maintainers are very happy to never touch an airplane again.
yeah, but APs make a lot of money.
What'd you say?
Wasn't that the title AP, the term for like if you're a private aircraft mechanic or technician?
Airframe and power plant is licensed.
Yeah. If you're a licensed AP, you make a crap ton of money.
That still doesn't make the work fun.
Oh, okay.
After working some of the shit you do, working for the Air Force.
No, I don't doubt that. But sometimes, you're in a major metropolitan area, money is fairly important. You will suffer for the correct paycheck.
Not at my age.
Well, no, obviously you're in management.
No, I'm not. I'm a worker bee. It's just that I'm a collar worker bee. I used to be a blue collar.
You want to fly under the radar, so to speak. That was not a good pun.
Oh.
Hit the fail button. Yeah, that was a good one, Todd. I like that. We can't overuse it like you said, but
I don't want to overuse it. No.
I got myself a variable voltage power supply. Super ghetto. It's just got a little selector there for voltages and a little screw terminal. That'll do for now.
I had one of those for
So
a
how
while.
do you change the power on that while you're using it?
Yeah.
Flip the switch.
Yeah, you just get a little screwdriver in the little hole. There you go. I actually bought this to power my my Bandai Yamato, but this thing was only 1 amp, and the Yamato was more demanding and required a 2 amp brick. So I ordered the same thing but a 2 amp. So now I have this spare little 1 amp, and it's perfectly fine for testing, small amounts of LEDs. I don't think it'll power the entire Enterprise.
24-volt laptop power supply works well too.
Yeah, yeah. I got this nice 12-volt brick for the Enterprise. So I think this is from HDA Model Works, since they're in cahoots with Tenna Controls and they have all the stuff.
Who's here? I heard it. I heard the boop.
There's a boop. Oh, is that is Steve here?
Steve!
Hey! Steve's
What's
here
up,
with
Steve?
his Halloween pleasure doll.
Oh, look at that. Freaky.
What you working on, Steve?
Yeah, that haunted organist.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, the organ. Yeah, that's what I thought it was for a second there.
I'm gonna figure out where I left off.
I think the shuttle bay floor is about as done as it's going to get.
Stick a fork in it.
I think I can start gluing it together, to be honest. I just got to wait for this clear coat to dry a little more. Officer's lounge is still drying. Story of my life, watching paint dry. I gotta paint the outside of my house in the next couple weeks.
That should be fine.
Yeah, you think masking a model kit's a pain in the ass? Try masking off an entire house.
Don't bother. Just paint the windows.
Isn't that why you have a wife?
Yeah, she's 5 feet tall, Steve. She's pretty much useless. And she's rather clumsy, so we don't let her on ladders. But I get vertigo, so we don't let me on ladders, so this should be an interesting project to attempt. We're both basically dangerous to ourselves at all times of the day. I'm a walking OSHA violation. Surprised I haven't crushed my own hand in this can crusher yet.
Give yourself time. That's something you got to work up to.
Yep, aspirations. Happy dreams.
Phone.
Not it.
Not it.
I don't want
Not
your
it.
service word.
They're still using the old-fashioned bell ringer anyway.
Are you asking if that was me?
Oh, was it?
Yeah, because I don't like all the stupid ringtones. I want to be able to pick out my phone.
Uh-oh.
No Katrina tonight, Steve?
She's out getting coffee. She should be here shortly.
Coffee. You planning on a late night or what?
Not really.
Well, apparently she is. You better check with her. She wants you to keep your energy levels up.
Oh, I don't drink coffee. It's for her.
Hey, Todd,
Yes, sir.
take a look at Ken's comment.
Yes? That's what I mean. They're calling about my extended warranty.
On the car you sold.
Right?
Would you sell a car?
I sold the Hellcat.
Oh, did you? You were talking about it.
Yep. No, it's gone. Matter of fact, I paid off the other car today.
Oh, the Jeep?
Yep.
Now you can get something new.
I'd just be happy to not have a car payment anymore.
That's the point.
Or you got to save up for the wedding.
To who?
Us getting married?
Cisco.
Only if Steve's available.
Talk about the odd couple. Steve, Steve, have you met Todd in person before?
No, I have not.
He's a handsome fella, I'll tell you. Katrina might get jealous.
I said no, I wouldn't go back to this hotel room with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I had a bottle of Tito's there. I told you. Let's have a drink, see what happens, you know?
Oh, good.
He is our resident matchmaker.
Oh yeah. Put a couple margaritas and Todd over dinner. And yeah, no, he denied me. All right.
Ooh,
And I think I'm going to take the advice of many of you. I need to not work on this enterprise for a little while. The more I work on it, the more I question my own mental health.
You know, even if you do that enough, you'll end up with 14 kits in work.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna crack something open that's like, you know, fairly simple. I think. Why is my phone dinging? Don't
The
text me all on
18th
this.
century longboat was supposed to be fairly simple.
We got an owl outside.
Who?
An owl. We have an owl. A
Oh, you
loud
missed it,
hooty.
Ian. Come on, Ian. Even I got
Oh,
that.
Jesus Christ. I'm sorry. Yes.
Wow.
Oh, my God. Play the
Have
sound.
another
Todd,
beer.
I deserve it.
as bad as
Okay.
me.
Ian, new rule on the stream: you have to be awake before you show up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a little tired today, I guess. Little bit. They come at night mostly. Oh dear. Alright, let me make some space here. Lay out some runners.
Basis for the Enterprise.
I need some room for some runners.
2 trees.
All right. No more. I don't
They're
wanna
not
paint no
trees, Gil. And they're not sprues. They're runners. Ooh, what about these? This might be fun. Or it might be too big. Yeah, that's it.
Take that, Deckles.
I'll be back. I've got to go feed the parrots out on my balcony. They're calling for cookies.
Feed the pirates? The pirates want cookies?
Parrots. Yeah, not pirates.
Parrots, pirates, they all go together.
Yeah.
And their pirates have a sweet tooth.
You'll hear in a sec. Yeah. Hey, here we go.
Gun blaster. That could be fun. All right, we'll just break out a little premium Bandai kit here.
Falcon.
Premium Bandai, the web exclusives from Bandai's P Bandai website that are not normal retail release kits. This is the Gun Blaster from Victory Gundam. Victory Gundam is my favorite Gundam, actually. Ooh, what are these? Ooh, little decals, water slides. That's cool. Hmm. That's not too many runners. So yeah, the Gundam people call parts trees and parts sprues. They call them runners. For whatever reason. They are runners. Makes no real sense to me, but it is what it is.
Oh my god. Okay. Whew. I think we can actually build something now.
Say it isn't so.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Well, you were there for a second time.
Did you speak too soon, Todd?
Well, I forgot because the condensers at the back of the engine, you know that the demo I played for you, with you guys, or well, you guys watched me play it, the Titanic Honor and Glory.
Yeah.
Yep.
I got on their page, they have a Discord server, and there was a bunch of people that do all tons of research, right, about what's what and what's. And they're saying that those condensers and the turbine housing would have been the same color as the columns of the engine. So the question is, do I repaint them?
Are you going to see them when it's built, sitting on a shelf?
Yes.
Really?
Because
What if you?
There's a magnetic pole piece that pops off to expose the engine room.
Well, that's your decision now.
I don't feel like repainting them.
There's your answer.
There we go. Got that figured out pretty quick.
Yep.
But the question is, Todd,
Yes, sir.
3 weeks from now, will you feel bad about that?
No, sir. I make a decision. I have no regrets.
No regrets.
No regrets.
No regrets. The classic internet tattoo meme.
Yeah, no regrets.
No regrets. Okay. On our E1. Instructions. Go over there.
Welcome, Mr. Wonderful Haggis.
Mr. Haggis.
Haggis! Hey! Welcome aboard. Don't use the magnets. Use glue. Problem solved from Ken.
That was Buck.
Huh?
You know how I know that? Because I know his computer is going through OBS.
Yeah.
Because he's got that figured out.
Somebody helped me.
I
It
did
was
help
Eric.
you.
No, it was Eric.
What do I need out of my room? I need to go get something. Oh,
Good old polycaps. B2. B2.
And here's Steve being a plastic surgeon.
That's got to be runner A. Okay.
Perfect. Nice.
A, B.
That wasn't me.
C2. C1. B1.
I do have to say, Todd, that since
no.
we set it up,
Yeah.
nobody complained about an echo tonight.
Nope. You can
I
do
don't
it.
think anybody did last week.
Yeah, there was no echo last week.
No.
Unless you count Ian repeating himself.
Oh. Burn.
That's just all part of it.
Are you saying par for the course?
Yeah.
3. T2. Okay. Guess we're building a Gundam. Sorry, a mobile suit, because this isn't an actual Gundam. It's a mobile suit.
Same thing.
Mm-hmm. Very similar.
Potato, tomato.
Yeah. I love Bandai's instructions because quite often on the newer kits, they'll tell you the exact parts, runners that you need for a particular page of steps. So you know exactly which ones to have handy. It's quite nice. Working on a Gundam, so we're going to break out our fancy God hand nippers.
Is that a duck feather on your head?
I have
Is that
to
a
say,
who what?
Ian, that is a godly amount to
Put
pay
your head
for
in the
a
screen
7-day.
again.
Yeah, a little bit of a what do you call it? The thing, the style. It's a thing.
Oh.
Oh, these Gundams are so relaxing.
And
I
then they
can
have
feel
it
When
like
you're painting figures there, Donnie, you grab paint and you brush it off, then you paint it off, and then they're painting. You waste more paint than you do using it.
Well, you can't have too much paint on the brush or it goes everywhere when you start painting.
Right?
You don't question Donnie's painting. Have you seen Donnie's painting?
Donnie's a pretty master painter.
Thank you.
master
No, it wasn't
something.
a question of his painting. It was just the technique when we're painting.
Yeah, a master painter, and if you replace that P with a B, he's that too.
Master painter?
Master
What's
painter.
a master painter?
What's a master painter?
Yeah, what's a master painter? I don't know what that is.
Evidently, Ian knows.
It's a Georgia thing.
I've been down here for enough years. It's starting to soak in.
Well, that's what that pile of towels is for.
Yes, the ones that are stuck to the ceiling, yes.
Yeah. Oh, Christ.
Don't touch my special sock collection. Nippy, nippy. Are there birdies somewhere? I hear birdies.
Yeah, that's my birdies outside. Yeah. I ran out of cookies, so they're eating fruitcake. That's okay.
Fruitcake.
Yeah, I bought a 2-kilo box of parrot seed. They won't even touch it.
I want fruit. This sounds like my dogs.
Spoiled. They eat fruitcake too.
No,
I'm sure they
dog eats a
would.
Fruitcake. Damn it.
You having trouble there,
Technical
Buck?
difficulties?
I just had a wire that I thought was soldered come off.
Uh-oh. Sounds like an Eagle Moss kit.
Nope.
Sounds like any kit, especially if it's the Miura's brake pedals. They will break off. You will be resoldering them.
Ask Steve who knows.
Steve knows. I'm sure yours broke off, didn't they, Steve?
Yep.
Oh,
So did
like-
Wayne.
Like the brake pedal on the DeLorean?
No.
No.
The brake pedal on DeLorean held up.
I had 2 bad ones. I just gave up and just soldered it together.
Are you saying your brake pedal doesn't work on your DeLorean?
No. Who's going to go? I don't want to go in there and push the brake pedal.
Yeah, but I know about it now.
Yeah, that's fine. I just jumped the wires. I like having the extra red lights on the taillights anyway. I like all
I do
the
not
lights on.
understand why the reverse lights are on. That makes no sense.
Yeah, so I'm like, if the reverse lights are always going to be on, who cares if the brake lights are always going to be on? So I just have them all on. I don't care. I had the brake pedal. I mean, it kind of worked, but it was so inconsistent making contact that I was just like, screw it. So I just jumped the leads, and that was it. Done.
Oh my God! Would you guys remind me not to paint things?
Hey, Todd,
Don't paint things,
it.
Todd.
Yeah, don't think that.
Yeah, don't paint that.
Paint that other one, though.
Paint everything, Todd.
You shush, Donnie.
You know your friend.
Painting is fun.
Don't instigate, Donnie.
I can't help it.
You're good at it. It's okay. We understand. Got to maintain your skill level.
Right?
Constantly practice to maintain your proficiency at trolling Todd.
Could always go with the old standard of if it moves, salute it. If it don't, paint it.
Right.
Okay. That's everything for this issue. So that means I
Hey,
can-
when does Wonderfest normally update their calendar of events? Like, it's already April, and it's still showing the 2022 schedule on their website.
When they get around to it.
3 weeks after
Okay.
never.
I thought. What are you looking for? I thought it was already on there.
No, it still says we're showing the 2022 calendar until we have the 2023 calendar finalized.
Well,
I was
there's your
just
answer
curious.
then. They'll update it when they get it finalized.
What are you looking for?
I have no idea what I'm looking for. I just wanted to see what kind of stuff was going on.
Yeah.
Because isn't this the 40th anniversary of Star Wars?
Yes.
So, you know, something. I don't know if I could sit through like a lot of panels or anything, but
There's not a lot of panels.
mostly just going to hang out, drink beer, and buy model kits from the vendor area.
Well, isn't that kind of like all there is? There's a vendor area and like a panel ballroom, and that's pretty much what
Yeah, there's a couple, and there's some meet and greet. No, I don't know if you call them meet and greets, but I guess places where you can get signatures, things signed. I guess by people of some notoriety.
Of some
I heard
notoriety.
that I think that I was going to go last year because wasn't Rick Sternbach there last year?
I
Or was supposed to
believe
be?
so.
And I was going to ask him about the ordering of the numbering of the lifeboats. Then I decided that I'm not putting all those damn stickers on.
Why not?
Why not?
Why not? Why, Todd?
All right. Now.
Because did I show you that I went in here and am I showing the right thing? I can't even see. I got the stupid soundboard on the screen.
We can see
I went in and
engines.
painted my little wheels red.
Oh, nice. The flywheels.
Cool.
The hand wheels. No, the hand
Oh,
wheels.
God.
The little
And
valve wheels.
the hand. Jeez Louise. Yeah. That's insanity.
All right,
Level 10.
Yeah. Well, it's because
That's
they got to
cool.
match the throttle wheels, which I now painted red. So
Hey, Todd, don't paint things.
see,
Paint
that's what
all
happens.
the
You start
things.
one damn thing, and you end up just
Going
trying to kill
overboard.
yourself.
It's a gateway drug, Todd.
Yeah.
All right.
Between those and the magic gummy bears, I'm surprised this planet still functions.
There is not enough grips in there. That is 5 grips, not 7 grips.
Get a grip, dog.
Okay,
Oh, that's backwards.
that's a problem.
Oh, no, that was correct. Oh!
I didn't pull anything else out of that bag. All right, well, it's supposed to be 7 grips, and there's only 5.
Okay. Ooh. Ken. It's funny. That sounded like a combination of R2 and Iron Man's arc reactor, or like repulsor starting up.
That was my phone.
Oh. I love this era of mecha design with Gundam because they got the teal mechas. It's just so awesome. That Japanese anime teal color on robots is just so cool.
Is that another one of those snap type models?
Yeah, all the Gundams are snap fit models. You know, there's occasionally on some of the older perfect grades and really old master grades, there may occasionally be a screw involved. And there's some parts they're snap fit, but they're so like not really grippy snap that you'll just glue them in anyway. And I glue quite a few parts on. You know, when I'm snapping them in, I determine, you know, if the gaps aren't perfect snapped in and I can push it in further and make a perfect gap, then I'll add some extra thin cement. But most of the time, I'd say about 90% plus when I'm building these kits, they're just snapped together.
Isn't that why there's an argument of whether that's built model building or not? Because there's no glue. It's all just snap fit.
Well, no, but I mean, you go ahead afterwards, and you know, I mean, in all honesty, you could paint every part of this kit. So, like, if you're painting every part and assembling it, and it just doesn't need glue because it actually is engineered properly to fit together, and you're clearing it and panel lining it and weathering it, you're definitely modeling. I don't think there's much of an argument to be had there.
Well, if you're doing all the extra stuff like that, yes, you're modeling. But if you're not,
yeah. With these are my sanity relieving kits. So generally, I just snap build, and if I want to,
shut down your
if I want to make it a little nicer, I will I'll flat clear the model. I'll dull coat the whole thing, and then that's usually it. If I want to put panel liner, I'll gloss clear it and then panel line it. But yeah, for the most part, I just like building these, and they look great as is, straight out of the box builds. That needs a little bit of a filing.
Gilly,
go.
Ken's asked what you're working on.
A model.
Hey, me too.
Jeez.
Give me a second, Ken.
Gilly's working on a model. Todd's working on a model. Buck's working on a model. Peter's working on a model. Ian's building a toy.
Ian's on a snack.
Building a toy.
Thanks, Donnie. Always count on you, pal.
That was
You coming to Wonderfest?
Yeah.
I'm
You
gonna buy
gonna bring
you a
your
drink.
toys?
I'm gonna buy you a drink with some laxatives in it. I'm gonna buy you a Bud Light Ducalax special.
Could be worse. You could be doing a
I
Lego.
don't drink Bud Light.
You know, if I got this model, the Titanic done tonight, which I'm not, but if I did, I actually bought some lighting kits, so I was gonna light Legos. So shut your mouth, Peter.
Lego.
I'm going to light my droid tonight. I was working on that.
Light my bricks.
Yeah, like my back.
I did I ordered 3 more lighting kits because I figure I'm going to. I'm finally putting all the wiring up inside my display cabinets to make it all power off USB. Because Casa, the company that makes like smart plugs.
Yep,
You know,
I have
you
a
can
few of
control
those.
Yeah, the Casa Home Smart. They now have a power strip that you can control each plug on the power strip individually and via the app or via Alexa. So I'm like,
Well, Todd,
I'm
I mean,
use that to power all my cabinets.
Technically, that's a network-controlled switched PDU in our terms.
Okay, but I'm talking about somebody just buys on Amazon, not
Okay,
somebody
yeah.
would go buy and put it into a 42U rack.
Well, yeah, it's a Wi-Fi control, an app-controlled power strip. I like that it's individual outlet control. That's actually pretty badass. I'm gonna have to order one of those.
No, it's like $29.
And can you schedule each outlet like any other Casa device?
And you can group them, so you can have like plugs 1 and 3 come on together. And
Oh, that's gonna be great for Christmas. My wife is gonna friggin' love that. She's a Christmas elf.
see, here's my condensers, and I just painted them in the same engine base color, and then painted the pipes darker. But they say it's supposed to match the engine, but
I like the contrast. I
Never
don't care
get-
what they say.
It looks good.
yeah,
It looks
I
better.
wanted this looks much more industrial, and nobody really knows what color these were. So
It would look more like toy-like if they weren't painted contrasting colors.
yeah, that's why I made the pipes a different color. The pipes are darker.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, Todd. It
So
would
there's
look more like a
something-
Gundam if they matched.
Oh
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
lord! Look! We have color separation. They mold the plastics in different colors.
Wow.
So you shut your mouth, Donnie. Shut your dirty pie
Hey,
hole.
Donnie.
We forgot to play the crickets.
Yeah.
You one over here somewhere?
I gotta clean this thing. I'll be right back.
See, the enemy of building gunpla kits is nub marks, where you snip it off of the tree or the runner, screw, whatever. Yes, very boring. Which is why your glass nanofile is your best friend if you're not painting a kit.
But Ian, you were saying a while back that you had those guide hand nippers and that wasn't even hardly necessary.
Yeah, it's not most of the time. On a rare occasion, you'll have a little bit of a nub left over, and you just hit it with the glass nanofile, and it kind of polishes the plastic.
What'd you say?
Yeah, it does. They do, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you get a
Glass
little bit of a nub?
nanofile? Nub.
Is that what
Nub,
you
like
said?
a nub, like the thing between my legs, Buck, a nub. I was in the pool. I was in the pool. Calm down now, everybody.
The pool had no water in it.
It was cold water.
No, there was no water.
I jumped in Eric's pool and it was frozen. I don't remember what happened afterwards.
You ever get sore wrists?
No comment.
Oh dear. Todd, do we have a sound effect for that one?
Jesus. Sorry. Okay.
What are you doing there, Pete? Oh my.
No, the last few days I get cramps in my right hand, really quite bad, and it's.
Wait, well, you're gonna have to switch to southpaw, buddy,
Yeah.
or go visit your girlfriend because self-service clearly isn't suiting you well.
That's why he's moving.
Yeah, because his right hand is and wrist is getting sore from being away from Thailand.
For therapy. Yeah, no, just right in there. In there.
Yeah, you got tendonitis by the sounds of it.
Yeah, that's carpal tunnel tendonitis. Modeling or computer mouse usage or
Well, you ride a bike, eh? So
firing a .44 Magnum multiple times.
Computer
I think it's the mouse, actually. I got one of these mouse pads that you can rest your wrist on, but that just makes it worse because you're not
Peter,
using,
Get a trackball. Someone big me for Pete.
a dumbbell.
There you go. You need one of these.
Ah, okay.
So you just rest your hand there and you're moving around just the thumb and clicking. So it's a nice resting position. That's what you need. Logitech trackball.
they got one where you can use your two index fingers,
Yeah, these are handy.
Yeah, right. Cool.
That's the business right there.
All right.
I hate to do it, but for once I have to agree with Ian.
There we go, Buck.
But I noticed something.
Yeah,
You have blue balls.
Yeah,
I do. I always have blue balls. I'm married, Buck.
So I have the same one.
At least I don't have inflamed red balls.
Yeah, and Red Bulls.
Could be worse.
what's going to go, the red or the blue balls now? I don't know. Which is better? Green?
Oh God.
Oh, what am I doing now?
I say that every morning I'm waking up.
Yeah. Oh, photo etch. I don't want to do that.
Nobody wants to do photo etch. Photo etch is of the devil.
Yeah.
Photo etch is not that bad, except railings.
On the
Photo etch,
Enterprise.
yeah, photo etch railings are problematic. Sick of actually saying that word. We gotta come up with a better word.
Yeah, just like instead of Monday, we call it Ian Day now.
Just call it Ian. Overall, it's just
Yeah.
Ian.
It's just Ian.
Oh no.
I bet you when Ian started joining us, he was like, "Yeah, these guys won't like me."
He was right.
I was correct in a way. Luckily, we had the snuff video bomber from Pakistan.
Oh, how do you know he's from Pakistan?
I'm just assuming.
Was he your friend?
Yeah, I didn't share the link on my social media. That's for sure.
Oh my god.
I don't think he was a member of the Mediocre Modelers Facebook group.
He might have been. Who knows?
Yeah, but possibly. We sort of weed out the bad ones pretty well.
We try, but Ian's still here, so.
Yeah.
Oh,
I couldn't help it.
That
That
was-
one was just, it was just too easy.
that was low hanging fruit. I do admit that. Yes. So who here is also a huge fan of Gundam kits?
Ian is.
I like Transformers. Does that count?
Not really.
Then never mind.
Robot in disguise. Was it Gil? Who was telling me to send them my perfect grade Zaku?
Oh, that was
I
just
think that
me.
was
That was Gil, right?
Eric.
I think that was Gil. E110.
Yeah, every time I show this one, Top calls it turtle.
Is that the Zaku FZ? Which Zaku is that?
That's my
Yeah, it
turtle.
looks like the FZ.
Turtle.
There's the echo.
Steve.
No, I'm serious. There's an echo.
Oh, I don't hear it. Maybe it's on your end.
I did not hear an echo.
I heard a little bit, but not much.
It's very faint. It's not very pronounced, but
I
Yeah,
seem to only hear it when you're talking, Steve. Weird.
Oh, that's how that goes.
Here's my Gundam, Ian.
Ah, good old Optimus.
Yeah, I know I have more than that.
That's what she said.
Oh boy.
Wow.
Womp womp.
I have no friends.
No, she said I thought you had more than that.
Yeah, I thought you had more than that.
Screw you guys, I'm going home.
The nice thing is my girlfriend doesn't know any better.
Yeah.
It's so big, baby. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
When you woke up.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I gotta keep her. She don't know better.
She saw this guy was like 6'5", and she's like, ooh. And then reality set in.
So how tall is your girlfriend there, Todd? 4'2"?
5.5. So now I'm curious. All right.
Oh, Todd's story about high school now.
Yeah.
One time at band camp,
Yeah.
This flute smells like poop.
best part wasn't my flute.
One time at band camp, I dropped the soap.
That's all we need to know.
That explains everything, Ian.
Indeed. Okay, you go in there. Close enough.
And who was sharing a room with Ian again?
I'm not sharing a room with anybody at
Excuse me. That was a good one. And let's see. There is one of the missiles.
Ian, why did you bring a flute to a model show?
In case somebody drops the soap.
Thank God I'm not going.
He's got coverage. He's like, again, it's not my flute.
I don't know where that flute came from. I have no idea what you're talking about. Snippy, snippy. Hey, Ken, is the echo gone?
I don't hear it.
I don't hear it.
What?
Hello?
Hello.
These are itty bitty little missiles. Missiles.
Nice.
Whoa, that's cool.
That's good.
Damn, Todd. Is that like a stock kit feature having that light in the middle there?
Oh, that's nice.
Like, is that supposed to be lit normally? Or did you add that lighting? We can't hear Todd. He's muted.
He is muted.
Yeah.
Did he mute
Why am I
himself?
muted?
I don't know.
No.
What'd you do?
No, this is not part of the kit. I just had an extra light my bricks white LED, and I'm like, I'm going to stick this because I just installed this center catwalk area, this catwalk here, and I'm like, I'm just going to stick one in the middle there and see what it looks like. And
I like it.
I don't know.
Yeah, it looks good.
I like it a lot.
Paper.
I mean, it kind of makes sense to have that area lit for, you know, the engineers to work around.
Yeah, I mean, the camera's making it much brighter than it actually is.
And the camera blows it out, of course.
And that's a bit light, and I would probably use the micro lights instead, and I might put one on each, you know, one on underneath this catwalk and one underneath this catwalk instead of one in the center. It's okay, but it's a little too big, like for scale. But it does make the engine room look pretty good.
It does.
It looks amazing.
Finishes it off.
Should I plug in the motors, make the motors turn, see what it looks like when it's lit? Let's see.
Go for it.
Let me find my battery pack. Oh.
Do it.
Do it. Bring it back.
Watch it not work anymore. Oh, it's got a USB. Oh, that's that other plug. Oh shit! Hang on. Where's that freaking cable? Well, should work on my red one.
The fire truck all over.
Oh, cool. That's good.
Oh, that's sick.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's nice.
Oh
That's
my
nice.
The shadows, the light throws off is really cool.
Yeah, that's a nice effect.
Oh yeah, on the wall. Yeah, it does kind of
Yeah.
throw some. Yeah, it throws a. If I go up on the wall, you can see the shadow it's making.
God. That would look good inside the ship.
I think so too. I think it's a little too bright, but I might do it with some smaller ones. And then I don't know. I was thinking about putting one back here underneath the. I don't know if you can see my finger, but back here under the condenser, just kind of light this area back here. But
Nice.
Well, if you throw light on the first and last catwalk instead of the center catwalk,
it
it's
might be
probably
enough.
gonna light.
Yeah.
It's gonna light that back area
Well,
up pretty well.
Hang on. I just stuck the LED on with some glue dot. I can probably move it. Let me move it back here and see what it looks like back here. Ah. Of course, that glue dot wants to be really stuck where it is. Yeah, so if you see the light was under that last catwalk, it does throw enough light in the back that you can just kind of see stuff.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah. You might
Oh,
not
I
even
like
need
that.
one at the front. I like how it like kind of it's just casting that shadow forward. It's a pretty nice effect. Almost like I think 2 lights might be too many.
Well, that's why I'm going to use the smaller ones. This is
Yeah.
a bit light. That's a lot bigger LED. So I was going to use 2 small ones on the front and back catwalks.
Yeah, that's sick. Yeah, definitely. I approve.
Yeah, now
of,
I have to do it.
I approve of the light.
All right.
It's 3 thumbs up. Don't ask what the third thumb is.
Anne Boleyn.
I love my new little stream cam. This thing's great.
Okay. The third thumb comes from Ian's thumb collection. Are you collecting thumbs still, Ian?
No, I'm just destroying the ones I have. Oh, that's just
I do have them.
it's growing out slowly. So I destroyed my thumb. Then I had wisdom teeth pulled a few weeks ago. And then next Friday, I'm getting LASIK eye surgery. And for some
I'm
reason,
not
hear
sure
an
I
echo
did.
now. Huh? Did you have something to say about the LASIK?
I just said
There
I'm not
is
sure
an
I did
echo
that.
coming from somewhere. And it's not Buck this time because I can hear it when he's talking.
Maybe it's Todd.
It could be. Here, I'll mute. See if it goes away.
Okay. Oh,
Hello?
I don't hear an echo.
I don't either.
Nope.
Maybe it was Todd. Damn it, Todd.
It's all Todd's fault.
I just have to turn the speaker down.
You just got to put on Bluetooth earbuds to do this, and it completely negates the possibility of you causing an echo.
I tried that, but they didn't last long enough.
Well, you got to get the ones I got. They have like this super long battery life. These are the they have this wire between the two ears and the big pod, so they have a much larger battery. The I think XB 400s. These things have like a 11-hour battery life.
Yeah, it's the same ones I have, and they'll easily make the whole stream.
Yeah, they're awesome. The range is, I don't know, the range is not the greatest.
It's not bad, though.
It's not bad. No, it's not bad. But if I walk 5 feet away, 6 feet away to the beer fridge, they're fine. If I walk 20 feet away to the urinal, I mean my slop sink, then the audio will cut out.
But most Bluetooth devices will only reach 20 or 30 feet, so.
Yeah, and like between the sink and my workbench, I got a couple giant, steel storage cabinets and piles of stuff. It's a garage. There's things everywhere. But Yeah, they're pretty nice. I like these. I like these earbuds a lot. Most earbuds, like, yeah, the battery life, they'll claim 5 hours or 6 hours, and they'll peter out in about 2.5. These I think I've gone. What's the longest stream we've ever done with me on here? 4 hours?
I don't know.
About 4, I think we've hit almost.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, and they were still at like a 70% charge or a 60% charge.
Okay. All right, guys. I am going to call it me.
What
You
happened?
quitting, Buck?
Nature calls?
No, I'm quitting for the night.
All right.
I've got
Quitter?
glue drying. It's time for dinner.
I ate dinner a long time ago.
That's a pretty late dinner.
That's okay.
All right, have a good one, Buck.
Enjoy.
See ya, Buck.
See you guys next time.
Yep.
Enjoy your dinner.
Have a nice weekend.
Yeah, she saw the vehicle.
Let's do this. Beautiful.
Yeah, I was just outside. Well, I was just upstairs refreshing my drink, and then bang! Somebody clipped my neighbor's vehicle.
Somebody did what?
Wow. Yeah.
Somebody just sideswiped my neighbor's vehicle.
Oof.
Oh, shit.
That sucks.
Yeah, brand new Denali, new 20-inch rims on there.
Damn.
Did they stop or keep going?
He kept going.
Oh,
That's always nice.
Yeah, pricks.
Probably a drunk driver.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Thank God Ian was here.
That wasn't very Canadian nice.
It was here.
definitely not.
Steve, I have plausible deniability.
Ooh.
Oh, good Lord. That didn't work out well at all.
That's what she said.
Mhm.
I've got head.
You will.
Right. Rich, congratulations. Oh my God.
There we go.
Hang on, I'm trying to find you. There you are.
Not bad. Not bad. It's pretty nice.
It's good.
Let's let me switch. Here we go.
Well,
I mean, the
ain't no
Sony's
monkey cap.
still way better than the Stream Cam, but mushroom. Oh, thank God Gilly's not coming to Wonderfest. I'm gonna have enough people making fun of me. I don't need the Canadian doing it too.
Why not?
That's just.
Oh, come on.
It's
You'd
just.
be listening if I was there.
He would
You
be a
know-
lot more polite about it.
No, he wouldn't. Gilly's a Canada goose. He's the orneriest, nastiest, meanest Canadian in the entire country there. They're like, oh, the Canadians are so nice. I'm like, not all of them. I do know of one who's quite troublesome.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
There we go. Time for arms.
As Gilly likes to say, sorry, not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry yet. Yeah, cops will be at my door. Just great.
What? You got police at your door?
Well, they will be.
Oh, yeah. Do you have security cameras?
Kind of.
What does kind of mean?
I'm not talking about the camera that peers into your neighbor's bedroom window.
Doesn't know.
That's any kind of camera. It just depends on where you put it.
Yeah. Oh, they're not on right now, so.
Security camera is not a felony, depending on where it's pointed.
Right?
Well, they're on. They're just not looking out that way, so.
Yeah, they're pointed to the side of your neighbor's house
Yeah.
at their bedroom window. Oh, 16.
Meanwhile, Katrina's in the back going, oh my God, these guys are weird.
Oh, she knew that.
Yeah, we're not.
She is well aware.
There.
She's not surprised by anything yet.
Well, she is married to Steve, so.
Yeah, I mean, she married a guy that makes, you know, Halloween decorations.
Yeah.
She knows what's up.
He's gonna make animatronic zombie pleasure dolls, so I mean. We love you long time. Ah, brains. It's malfunctioned. I'll never be attacked by zombies because obviously they want to eat brains.
You said it.
There we go. I'm marked safe from zombies.
You'll just be an entree.
I would barely be an appetizer.
He would
They'd be like, I'm still hungry.
He would be what he would eat if there was vegans.
They'd be like, go on the Yelp. 1 star. Not enough food. Peter, you polishing your shafts over there?
Yeah. Yeah, taking a chance with the knife. Don't want to slip. Just taking the seam line.
Yeah, seam lines. Ugh. Do you have a glass nanophile?
Yeah, I do. I've got a whole collection of them actually, all different, medium, fine, super fine. The whole icky sticky collection actually.
Yeah, once I tried my first one, I was sold. I'm like, oh my god, this is the best thing ever.
Yeah, yeah. Good.
And I would have never found out about them if not for the
I never liked
gunpla builders that I was watching on YouTube.
Yeah.
So I don't see them brought up very often on most of the other modeling channels.
No, because they're, I don't know. I never liked mine. I get mine way shitty.
Yeah, I don't know.
I got this
all the time. Like they're really handy, eh?
Yeah, I mean, I have a cheapy, Chinese one from Amazon. This little thing, and then I've got the really fancy gun primer racer.
Yeah, that's
file.
I had one of them. Yeah.
Yeah, this thing's amazing. I mean, this is nothing to sneeze at. These cheap little Amazon ones, but that gun primer racer is phenomenal.
Well, just the fact that they last forever,
Yeah, yeah, exactly. They never, and if they clog up with goop, you just take a little toothbrush to them and they clean right out.
Yeah. 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 Certainly, my primary sanding stick is one of them now.
Yeah, I rarely reach for the sanding sticks once I got these glass nanophiles.
Yeah. Okay, if you got a flat edge, but yeah, I really don't use mine.
Well, the glass nanophiles are good at rounded areas too, because you can just kind of like roll them across real gentle.
But I haven't tried to use them on the photo etch nubs. I use an old sanding stick for that.
I use the glass nanophiles on photo etch when I feel it's a strong enough part to handle the friction. Okay, there's a joke in there somewhere, I guess.
Yeah, we know what you really
you
mean.
cut that one, so we'll leave it alone.
Nothing worse than some road rash in your photo etch. Anytime I hear an Aussie accent, I just have this urge to watch Mad Max.
Crocodile Dundee.
Oh, now that's patronizing, Gil. It's just rude.
I've always wondered what Australians think of that movie.
Yeah, at the time it was good. Nobody will watch it anymore. Yeah, it was okay. It was as popular here as it was anywhere else.
Were you yelling at the TV when you were watching that, Pete?
Hey?
Were you yelling at the TV watching that? Say, fuck, we don't sound like that.
Yeah. That's not a knife.
No, it's not a knife.
The funny thing is, there are people in Australia that sound like Crocodile Dundee.
Oh, yeah, there are.
But they're usually drunk.
Yeah. Or you don't really want to meet them because they're out in the country. You've got to be careful out there.
Yeah, you don't want to drop the soap out in the outback with those people.
Yeah, unlike America, you don't have to worry about being out in the country in America.
Oh, crap, you had clipped anyway.
Yeah, Donnie.
There we
you
go.
know, if we ever wanted to really scare the crap out of Pete, we just take him to West Virginia.
Oh, yeah.
I gotta tell you, I love using resin. This stuff is amazing. Used it just to tack down found some micro LEDs, tack that wiring down underneath the railing, have it come out the front, drill a hole in the engine firewall. All good.
You use the resin to tack down the LEDs?
Yeah.
I do that a lot.
It sticks enough. I scraped off the paint, but you know, I mean, tack an LED, scrape it off, make a blob. I use the thick stuff for this, and then just make a blob and stick the wire in it and harden it. It's done. I think I sunburned my fingers, but I'm okay.
Yeah.
You'll have
Yeah,
the
I've done
tannest
that a lot.
fingertips in the country.
You can also encase the LED in the resin to kind of spread the light out a little more.
I did that with the Enterprise. I mixed the resin with a little bit of white paint, and that's how I made my little beacon bulbs.
Yeah, I actually have little micro SMDs that are actually encased in resin. That's what I use for my 1/16 scale tanks for like headlights and taillights and whatnot.
So regular LEDs.
Yeah, but they're dipped in. They're SMDs. They're micro SMDs, but they're dipped in resin. We got these little guys, and they're just in a little blob of resin. Oh, I'm just collecting LEDs.
I'm just wondering if I should have fun with the cops when they show up to the door or not. Aye.
Just walk out there in your skivvies, man.
Yeah. Just walk up there and go, "Aye, what do you want?"
Yeah.
No, a fucking brewski.
Or you could just go out completely naked.
He only does that for a moose.
Oh.
No, I'm told to be a good boy. I gotta be a good boy, so.
He wants Santa to come.
Oh. What do they call Santa in Canada?
All right.
Santa?
Smaller LEDs. Let's see how this looks. So the lights are in. They're mounted. They're wired. Let me change cameras again here.
Well, here we go. We got a big Todd again.
I switched computers, so I have to do this manually now. Let me switch to this one. Until I get my little keypad resynced up to this one.
I'll tell you, Todd, my favorite part of that Titanic is definitely the engine. That thing is amazing.
So that's it. That's how it's going to look.
And the sad part is that other people building this kit that are not going to this level of obsessive compulsive detail that you are.
Better.
I mean, it's still going to be nice, but yours, that looks amazing.
That does look a lot better than the one bright one.
Yeah, these are they're much smaller, dimmer lights, and the camera, of course, is blowing it out. But I like.
Yeah,
it.
no,
I think it looks
yeah,
really
that's
good.
perfect. That is awesome.
So there's
Yeah,
two
that
LEDs
looks
in
like a real engine bay in a real old ship. Like you got the nice warm white, almost yellow light, and it's just overhead floodlighting, not efficient, like LEDs that are softly making everything perfectly visible. It's perfect. Looks amazing. The lighting looks period correct.
I love it. I think
Yeah.
it looks amazing. I'm glad I did that.
I'm surprised that the kit didn't have that area lit up
That's
initially.
I'm gonna take a picture of that with my phone because that'll come out with my phone.
Oh, the phone doesn't blow it out?
No.
Son of a bitch. Cops are here. I'll be right back, guys.
Oh, Jesus. The Mounties have arrived. Are they on horseback?
I'm going to go up like this and say, what? What do you want?
So, I'm wondering if the Canadian
off
police
my
show up. If the Canadian police show up clapping coconut shells together like a Monty Python to make the horse hoof sounds. Bring me a shrubbery. That's how Gil knew the police were there. He heard slapping coconut shell halves.
Yeah.
So that's a picture my phone took.
Nice.
That looks much better.
Hang on. Where are you?
Does the DSLR blow them out also?
Nice.
It could definitely take them, but I'd have to put it on a tripod.
That looks really good. Yeah. That's quite
I
impressive.
like that.
All right, you want to unbig me because I got to turn the lights back on. I can't see shit.
Oh, you're big already. Don't worry.
Oh, am I? Okay, good.
Yep.
Computer, turn lights on.
Nice try.
Damn it. Todd didn't have his speakers turned up loud enough.
I think it's computer turn on the lab, ain't it?
He keeps
Computer,
muting
turn
them
on the
for-
lab. He's muted and he's blacked out now.
Todd. Wasn't that bad.
Todd imploded. I mean,
and then the wires kind of come out back here, and I'll just hide them inside the firewall, and
yeah.
I love it. That works.
Are you gonna dry brush the top there of the engine?
I thought about doing a little bit of weathering. I did some washes on various things, but only because they would have been oily. But the ship was brand new. Like, really didn't have a chance to get worn out. You know, it was this maiden voyage. If it was an old ship, I would have, dry brushed some silver and some wear and things like that. But I didn't want to when I wanted to make it look new, but kind of at least oily dirty.
Okay.
But not worn. Yeah.
Bill said, bloody beautiful work, mate.
Yeah, that
Thanks,
looks
Bill.
really good.
All right, now to add those details, excellent.
Okay. Red Dragon's head is complete.
Okay, let me see. Donnie, right there. Beautiful, Donnie.
Oh wow.
Oh, yeah.
That's good. Yeah.
Pretty. Hey, Pete.
Yeah, the fun part is to start on this.
Oh, Pete's got the big gun turrets out now.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide whether I do it with the blast bags or without. There's an option to do it either way. But on here, there's also a lot of photo etch that needs to go around, and painting it's going to be difficult because these are the only thing that are going to be a different color to everything else.
Well, maybe paint the bags. I mean, yeah, but the boots look really good there, though.
Yeah,
They
but
do.
you can mount them as well. Mount them inside. They've got it all set up in here to mount them. So I don't know what's the difference. Why would you have blast bags on or off? Why wouldn't you want to ship? What's the difference? Find that out.
Well, it's just to keep the seawater and sea air and spray out of the inside of the turret, I think.
So when they're using the guns, are those blast bags on or off?
Well, aren't those just like the gun boots?
Yeah, those are the gun boots.
I thought they were always there.
Yeah, they're gun boots. They're always on there.
And yet you've got the option where they not have them on as well.
Well, probably are you doing the early or the late one?
The late one. It doesn't make.
Yeah, they had them on.
They had them on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, all right. So you're making me go with the.
You'll just have to paint. You'll just have to paint the gray and then hand paint the boots after the fact, or something like that.
Yeah, it's hard because there's actually photo etch on the bottom sticking out, and there's photo etch on the top coming out as well. So
you have to paint very carefully.
Everything, get all the photo etch on here, and then attach this with the barrels on them right at the end. That way, this is already printed. You know?
That sounds like a good idea. That sounds like a plan.
I've just got to make sure that the photo edge, the bottom one looks okay. The bottom one's going to attach down here and not interfere. The top one, I'm sure it doesn't, it's not going to come in contact with the top of the blast bag, and then I'll be right. So, yeah, it's all good. It'll work out.
It'll work.
But I can't go too far because I'm videoing this, and I can't be videoing it now, so I've got to go back and stick them all back on the sprues and go, right, guys, so let's do this now.
That is the dilemma of being on the Friday night live stream is there will be things missing from your build series for that model kit.
Yeah.
I don't care anymore.
I just
don't care anymore. Like, this is supposed to be on my video build, but I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
is that?
well,
The 350 scale, Yamato?
200.
You know, Pete, basically, I'm at the point where it's just like, I'll work on my model kit that I'm doing a series on the live stream. I don't care. I just won't start a model kit from fresh out of the box. That's going to be a series. Like, I want to make sure the first piece that comes out of that box and gets built is going to be on the series. And after that, if I do some of it during the live stream, so be it.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah.
Because people kind of prefer to just see the progress sometimes as opposed to the process.
Yeah. Well, I'll just tell all my subscribers to come over to here to watch what they missed.
Well, that's what I do as well. Is I just say, hey, go check out the live stream from Friday.
Yeah. You want to see me come off the sprues and doing that, and that's where you got to go.
Yeah, if you want to see me doing extremely boring, tedious processes that no one gives a crap about watching, then go over to the live stream.
Yeah. Yeah. And yet people live stream doing that, don't they?
They do, and people watch it.
And people watch it. Yeah, that gets me. There's a few out there that live streaming while they're putting a model together. I'm thinking, why are you just watching them put a model together when can't you do something yourself? Like,
yeah, well, you know, it's sometimes it's nice, you know, to have it just going on in the background while you're working on your own model.
Yeah, that's what I do with a few people I watch. No offense or anything.
That's what I'm doing right now with you knuckleheads.
That's right. Exactly. That's right. Yeah.
Exactly, Todd.
I'm literally building a model while listening to you guys yap.
Peter, the Friday Night live stream is the perfect place to build individual link tracks or road wheels for a tank.
Yeah. It's not a good time to do photo etch though, because when you guys make me laugh and I slip with the knife or something, it's no good.
Yeah, it would probably be recommended not to be constantly handling a sharp blade while on this Friday stream. Between Gilly and Donnie and basically everybody on here making jokes at my expense, you're
never
doomed
do that, Ian.
to many lacerations of various shapes and sizes.
Got Bill's right there saying we won't be missing much then, Pete. What does he mean by that?
Jeez, Bilge. Don't you have a wombat to kill somewhere on the paddocks?
Yeah. Yeah, go milk your chickens or something.
I milked your cow. We don't have a cow. We have a bull.
Yeah, Ken watches to help with his modelling mojo, which is a good thing too. That definitely.
Yeah, Ken. Yeah, absolutely.
It makes
And
you realize how much better a modeler you are when you see other people messing up.
Yeah, like my stupid shuttle bay. Oh dear God, it's a little bit of a pig's ear, but it's good enough.
It looks good so far.
On the stream cam, it's got a couple of blemishes here and there, but it's not horrible. And the thing is, there's going to be the little opening at the rear of the shuttle bay, and you're going to be looking at it like at this angle, kind of.
Yeah.
And you're just going to see the lights, cycling back. So,
even though you're probably the only one who will do that, right?
No, a lot of people put the landing bay lights in. Spruverse, Phil, he did the landing bay lights. He had a beautiful pre-soldered LED board that fit under here, and it came with a stick-on template to drill the holes. And I have to freestyle this one with the Tenant Controls board because they're individual LEDs that I have to glue behind each of these resin little lenses I made.
Yeah, very good. Yeah.
So it's a bit of work.
I would rather use the individual LEDs though, because if you don't get the holes in exactly the right place, the solid board,
Well, that's why they give you the template. It's printed out, and you just stick it on there and drill the holes through the circles in the template, and then the board lines up perfectly under those holes.
Yeah.
My template was made out of masking tape and a ruler and a metric cutting mat, and I spaced each light 15 millimeters apart from front to back, and I think about 2 centimeters apart side to side, and then I had to hand lay it down with the semi-transparent yellow Tamiya masking tape over the landing strips to center them properly. It was a little tricky.
Yeah.
So what are you trying to say?
I'm going to have to go, guys, because I've got to do stuff. I've got to clear coat those other bits I did before and finish up my other video. So it was good to be here. Good coming on. I'll do it again.
Yeah, Pete. Later, Peter.
Hey, Pete, thanks for coming. We appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. All right. Thanks, guys.
If you Aussies are short a streamer on a live stream, let me know. I'll try to not talk so much.
Yeah, no. Just sit in the corner. It'll be all right. Yeah. No problem. All right, guys. See you all. Have a good Easter weekend.
See you, Pete.
Adios, Pete. Have a good one.
Bye-bye. How do I get out of here? Remove from stream. That's me. Okay.
Yeah. Right on. That was cool.
Yeah, I was so happy that Pete showed up. I sent him that email to like, hey, come on, man, because I felt it was at least the minimum courtesy to return the favor. They were so kind to have me on their stream blabbing away.
Oh no, you did really good.
But I was just happy to finally get personally made fun of live by the Australians. It was so fun. And they were really kind. They didn't even beat me up like you guys do.
Oh, we don't beat you up, Ian.
I like getting beaten up a little. I'm one of those kind of, I pay extra for that normally. Ah! What the hell just happened? Son of a Gundam explosion. Ian
defeated by a snap together kit.
Oh my lord. I snapped too hard. You know, the bend and snap has to be done. You have to have respect for the maneuver. There we go. Okay. She's okay. So this isn't a high grade kit or a master grade kit. It's a Re 100 kit or a Reborn 100. They're sort of, they're not the most well engineered Gundam models on the market.
Yeah, just
But
fun.
some subject matters, they just don't make master grades. But
in
this
the-
is a 1/100 scale kit, and it's this damn small. Because Victory Gundam mobile suits were very small.
No.
Very small.
You missed the stuff.
Where?
Over here.
Oh,
Okay.
I gotta touch
Right
that
arm.
with
Well,
Right
yeah.
arm. There we go. Gilly's favorite arm.
Then we're gonna get out of here.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
It's 11:30.
You got it touched up over here, too. What were you doing?
I was waiting for the brown to dry up. I think it's
Don't touch
Gilly
it.
has a tattoo on his right forearm that says honey.
I didn't know you got brushes there.
yeah.
I think this is one of the ones I used.
Nino Brown.
I know, I don't think that was it. Why do you have both of them?
Because I know just left in one.
Did you say hamburgers? I can go a hamburger right about now.
Let me guess. Microwave?
If need be. I prefer making a smash burger on the flat top, though.
That's what it is.
Okay, there's a joke there somewhere. I'm not aware of, but someone's giggling like a school child.
No, they don't get painted gold. They get painted brown.
Those are brown?
Yeah.
Usual, the wife dictating paint colors to the husband.
Well,
What's
she
new?
was right.
Well, you're right.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm partially colorblind, so I get mine to help sometimes.
You need to worry about that kid that's like winning over there.
What the hell was I thinking?
Oh,
Call it extra.
You want to experience hell on earth? You try picking out a shade of
I
grape.
thought the paint
with
was
my wife.
brown.
Oh my god!
I thought I had brown. I have gold.
uh-oh.
You
That's your fault, Katrina.
probably need a nap. What's that, Gilly?
That's your fault.
It could be.
You weren't watching them.
What the hell was thinking?
You're supervising. The manager's always at fault for the subordinate action.
All right, well, that's that.
Well, you can't leave it like that.
Leave it like why? Well, I can't paint over right now. I gotta wait till it dries so I can hit it with the brown.
You can wipe it off and then paint it.
I don't think it'll wipe off.
You sure? Did you try?
This makes me extra happy. My wife never comes down to the basement while I'm working on a
Oh
model.
God.
Yeah.
Man, I love my wife even more now. Thanks, Katrina.
Oh no, I don't mind.
That's not gray. It's a blue gray. You want a true gray or a grayish.
You want a light gray.
All right, well, I'll make it a little easier once it's. Now I feel like Ripley.
You call that gray?
Ripley.
Don't
Yeah.
touch me when you come to bed.
No, Ripley's bad.
Newt. Newt.
You are dead to me.
Stay on your side of the Split King adjustable mattress.
Ooh.
Yeah, Anyway, so
My bed vibrates. Oh, yes.
They don't
It
look
has a
like-
remote control.
Right, that. So
you brush the rest of it.
I got other stuff to.
Right.
It
Doesn't look spray.
does.
That doesn't look spray.
Like this. Doesn't.
Oh, dear.
We would have so much fun together.
Gilly, it's the right arm. He's like, oh, it's got carpal tunnel.
Yeah, but I don't want to use the
Use my wrist too much. Oh, it fell off.
I thought I was dipping it in water.
I've overexerted the right arm.
I was doing great till you showed up.
Oh, you sounded like
We're going to instill too much disobedience in Steve, and Katrina is just going to slap me silly at Wonderfest. She'll be like, oh, wait,
She's gonna
you're
ban him
in?
from the stream.
Bam!
so.
If Katrina had produceral control of this stream, I'd be
Is
muted
that
by
a
now.
word?
No.
Steve, you're no longer allowed to join the stream.
Oh, dear.
You lost your
You can't
nerd
hang
card.
out with that. You can't hang out with that chubby guy from Atlanta at Wonderfest. He's horrible. He's a bad influence.
I don't think chubby's the right word.
Okay, I'm obese. Fine.
First of all,
Selling yourself short.
Listen, I'm not the fat nerdy guy with the wrist brace from South Park fat, but you know, yeah, I'm a little chubby.
why do you think you would have influence over him? That's pretty brazen.
I have zero influence. I don't have influence over myself half the time. Are you kidding?
Oh my god.
Oof.
Yeah, that looks good.
Yeah.
I thought you weren't going to use the little.
My wife has never said to me when I'm trying on clothes that I've picked out myself.
They do look nice, though.
Okay, honey, you're gonna wear these on vacation. Oh, am I? She's like, yes.
You've never done a person before.
That's
Yeah.
all you're getting.
He has no hands.
Hmm?
He has no hands.
No, he does not.
Oh, his arms move.
Yeah.
Well, that's
One,
nice.
2, 3.
Oh, he's supposed to be with band powers, but
You use them all.
much like all Polar Lights kits, the plastic holds them. So I'm going to see if I can do a servo to.
Yeah.
There are some odd background noises going on over there. What?
Your pants are nice.
That's
Actually,
Todd.
that would good. You should do a white line on the lapel. No.
Where?
Katrina?
Something over top.
We've got the whole Katrina what not to wear, how to paint a model's clothing on episode
Okay.
here.
I can't, man. I can't. It's too much.
Those lapels, yeah, I don't know. They're not really. I'm not feeling it.
Well, she's had enough of you.
Yeah, sure. Way to go, Ian.
You're not going to
Yeah.
make your model wear that to YouTube, are you? Oh my god.
That's right.
Good
He's
job,
messing with
Ian.
somebody
You
who
made it
doesn't know
right.
how many knives they carry on their person.
Oh my god, you guys.
I am incorrigible.
I was just going to ask her, why is she not on the stream tonight?
Yeah.
Well, I think she was doing some work. I think.
Oh, okay.
Well, that was easy.
Where's the fistimuses? E1. Oh, there we go.
That was much easier than I thought.
Mm.
Thanks again, Pete, for coming on, bud. You're awesome.
Later, Pete.
Have a good day, Pete.
Ken, I've been working on a set of furl tracks for my Tamiya Sherman. That is long and tedious. Oh, okay. What are you using for your track pins?
Are they little brass rods or something?
Not all of them come with brass rods. The older ones just came with a thin copper wire, eh?
Oh. Do you have to like crazy glue one side in to hold the track pin?
Pretty much.
Oof. Where is my D parts tree now? I seem to have misplaced it.
Over there.
There it is. It's over there. I found it.
Gilly takes up that line after Buck leaves.
Yes.
It's over there.
Over there, damn it.
This is a nice little kit.
So we found a new hobby store last week. It was near us. And while I was there, I picked up these brushes. I got to admit, they're really nice. Army painter.
Let me find you here, Steve. Right there.
Army painter brushes?
Yeah.
Yeah, Army Painter's got some good brushes, especially
Got some
those
good
ones
brushes.
with
I
the
got a few,
triangle
yeah.
handle.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's got a
that's
nice
the one they
beefy
have, yeah.
handle on it.
I mean,
Wow.
they're really nice.
Is that triangular?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's cool.
Yeah, they got a nice, supposedly ergonomic handle.
I like the triangular handle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
I think
triangulars
it gave
are
me
pretty
better
good.
control when I was painting, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I have one of them.
That does look nice.
Okay, Ken. Here's a little trick for you. Here
What's
are my
that?
furl tracks. And the only thing I'm using for, sorry, I'm not in camera here. Try that again. Here are my furl tracks. Only thing I'm using for track pins. Stapler.
Staples.
Ah.
Oh, mind you, they don't come like this, but
Why don't you split the staples off without using the stapler?
well, I know I can't find my box of staples right now, so I just grabbed my little stapler here. So, anyways, these little suckers will fit right in here and go right through.
Ah. Well, and they've got that rectangular profile to them, so do they
Exactly. So they hold a lot better.
Yeah.
As you can see right there. Come on.
Focus, you frack.
Right there, see?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
that's nice.
if you get some standard staples, cut them off, and then you're just basically going there. Take your little wire cutter and snip it off. There you go, you're done. It'll cut your furl tracks in freaking minutes. Here you go. Have fun. I bet you it'll take you half the time now to do what you just did. By the way, that'll be $9.95. You can send that to blah 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 blah.
Luckily, it's in Canadian dollars, so you only have to PayPal him 23 cents.
Good one.
Make sure to send it friends and family. If the PayPal takes the fee, he'll owe them 74 cents.
Yeah, right. I hate those guys. Yeah, oh, you got to send it friends and family. I'm like, never mind.
Yeah, I'm not doing that anymore.
Yep.
Yeah, how many times were you burnt in one purchase?
I mean, I was just trying to get the door handle for the stupid Ecto, and I had 3 different people screw me over.
Really?
Yep. And
Didn't
it was for
even
like a
have-
$20 part. I'm like, really?
Not anymore. It's $60 now.
Indeed. Yeah, I'll only friends and family if I literally know the person and they're kind of a friend.
Well, yeah, they're kind of a friend, yeah, and I know them.
Like, I was sending, if I was, you know, sending one of you guys money or something, of course, you know, friends and family. Like, oh, you know, here you go. Oh, I got this kit. You want it? Here. That's friends and yeah. No, it's a minefield out there now. Okay, right arm and left arm done. Shoulders. Did I miss something?
Would you want to sell something? You're paying the fucking fee, not me. I'm already buying the damn kit.
Oh, I did miss something on the shoulders. B2. There we go.
R2B2?
I'm sure there's an R2B2 somewhere in the Star Wars expanded universe canon or something. Probably doesn't curse as much as R2D2. C-3PO was always so offended whenever he talked. I'm like, God, man, what kind of potty mouth does R2D2 have? What is he, friggin' Irish? Scottish? Australian?
Hey, that's why I want to get on here.
Here, Anthony Edwards going, would you talk like that in front of your mother, R2? Do you kiss your wife with that mouth? There we go.
Yeah, I said I was going to get through this pack tonight. I really did. That's so not happening.
You can do it.
You can
do it.
So my neighbor's car got hit, right?
Oh, yeah. How'd that go?
I don't know. Cops didn't come here, so.
I thought you said the cops were there.
Yeah, they were, but they didn't come to the door. But you know what they say about karma, right?
What goes around comes around.
Right? That's her own fault.
All right, I think I'm out of here.
You out of here, Steve? Oh.
Yeah, I got a lot of work to do tomorrow.
Waiting for paint to dry?
Well, yeah, and I got to wait for this paint to dry. I'll probably work more on it if we get together on Sunday.
Sounds like a plan. I don't know if I'll be here Sunday.
I won't. I have to behead the grass again.
Damn, you must have a big bush.
Oh, Jesus.
Indeed, he does.
Must be the
Oh, man.
1970s.
One-liners are priceless tonight. Look at that. We've got a upper torso and a couple arms.
All right, everything's turned off. All right, guys. See you later.
Okay, Steve.
See you, buddy.
Later, Steve.
Thanks
See
for
ya.
coming on. Tell Katrina good night for me. He's got such a nice wife.
Hey, Gilly, when you say that to an American, it's not always taken as a compliment. Say hi to your wife for me. You know, kind of, you sort of get it now when I say it. If I go, hey, Gilly, say goodnight to your wife for me. Yeah.
They'll be like, oh, just go get her.
Sort of hits different, doesn't it?
Yeah, but we're Canadian. You're American. It's different for you guys.
I've got his right arm in
You
the
guys are all
Gilly
assholes,
position.
we're
Grabbing onto his non-existent lower piece there.
not.
You look to the circle, loser.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, but he knows I'm Canadian. I'm polite.
He knows you're harmless.
Yeah.
Yeah. America Light. We don't have to worry about them. There's no threat.
I think
Those
that's just what they want us to think.
Those
yeah.
CF-18s aren't even Super Hornet spec. But now we're selling them F-35s, apparently, so who knows? Whew, I need to go wash my hands in the sink.
Well, they just sell them all those airplanes because they know they're Canadians. They won't shoot anybody.
They'd be like, we're going to flash you with our lights, eh? Just, like, kind of turn around and leave our airspace, okay? All right, then. Thank you.
Get this. Remember when the Chinese spy balloon went by?
Oh, my God. How can we forget?
Okay, back in the late 80s, a base not too far from where I'm at actually let off, what do you call those air balloons that go up? Those weather balloons. It's one of the big ones that go to right to the stratosphere, whatever. That fucking thing made it all the way to UK. They lost track of it. Like, it got away from them, and they were trying to bring it down before it got out of Canadian airspace. They were shooting that sucker all the way from mid-central Canada all the way to the coast. Finally, they put like 1,000 rounds into it, and it finally dropped just on the edge of the UK.
Well, that's the thing with the weather balloon sized balloons is they're not a high pressure tensioned balloon.
No.
Like your standard birthday party balloon.
Well, see, and everybody was raising all kind of hell. Like, why did they fire a missile at that balloon? Well, we watched the Canadians shoot one and shoot it and shoot it. So,
yeah, you'd have to put thousands of cannon. So the F-15, F-18, the F-35, they have anywhere from 20 to 25 to 30 millimeter cannon on them, autocannon. That balloon is the size.
Is a 30 millimeter.
I think the F-35 is actually a 25 millimeter rotary cannon. The F-15 and 16, I believe, had 30 millimeter 4-barreled rotary cannons. Correct me if I'm wrong, everybody. But yeah, the cannon fire does not work on something the size and pressure of a weather balloon. It won't just pop when you stick a needle in it. And that's what the bullets are. That's what those cannon rounds are. Even a 30 millimeter autocannon round is a needle in a balloon. But because the weather balloons are not so tensioned, like a latex party balloon, they don't just pop. Yeah. So they needed to put a giant hole in that balloon extremely fast with prejudice. Yeah. And the only thing that's going to do that is a Sidewinder or or a Sparrow or other similar air-to-air missile. And then they're like, why'd you send an F-22 up? Well, the damn balloon was at nearly 60,000 feet, and the F-22 is one of the few, fighters on the planet that can easily get to 60,000-ish feet and actually be able to target a balloon that's not made of metal with a huge radar cross section, other than just being a big round piece of rubber. So everyone got all bent out of shape. Yeah, clearly. But yeah, you're not machine gunning that thing down. Like an A-10 Warthog, first of all, would never make it past, what, 30,000 feet?
Yeah.
If
They're
that.
sealing. They're
If
sealing
that.
it. Only,
You know,
what,
those are
20?
low-level fighters. They're like, why don't you just...
They're ground attack.
Yeah,
it's
they're
just
ground
ignorance.
attack.
It's ignorant people going, well, why didn't you just use machine guns? Well, because it would have taken 17 years for it to slowly deflate with even 130 millimeter holes through both sides of it. You dumbasses. Oh my God.
Well, don't forget,
Here.
we're talking about people that don't know this shit, so they're trying to.
Yeah.
Why'd you do that?
The problem
That's
is
all
even
it
the people on the news that are reporting this and saying the same damn thing, like, if you just did one Google search on why can't you take down a weather balloon with machine guns?
Oh, wow.
Like,
The HTM
come on.
service ceiling is actually 45,000 feet.
The
which one?
A-10?
Yeah, the A-10.
I thought it
Well,
was
even
only
it-
20.
45,000 feet.
I thought it
Wow.
was 30,000, but yeah, 45,000. I mean, it's a pressurized plane. They have oxygen in the mask, so
Yeah, but
and
the
they're
engine
running
itself is
high.
just loose.
Well, the A-10 is actually running a high bypass turbofan, like a commercial airliner. So 45,000 feet actually makes sense as far as the performance envelope of the engines that's powering it.
Yeah, doesn't the A-10 have the GE engine?
Yeah, the TF something, but it's a
34.
turbofan.
Yeah, TF-34.
Yeah, it's a turbofan engine. It's not a turbojet engine. It's not a low bypass fighter standard turbojet. It's more like a small passenger airliner type of engine on that thing.
Yeah, did not know that.
Yeah, that's why the A-10 is so quiet, because it's running a high bypass turbofan that was designed for passenger airliners flying over residential areas on their approaches and departures from the airport. Whereas if you're on vacation down in the Florida Panhandle and you're lucky enough to have flyovers of multiple different aircraft, and when I was on vacation a couple years ago, we had A-10s fly over. You didn't hear them at all. You barely heard them. And then an F-22 Raptor flew over, and that damn thing was just blowing your eardrums out.
Yeah.
We had F-15s fly over, and they were just blasting you away. F-18s flew over. And then I was on the beach with my wife, and we're sitting there in lounge chairs. Okay? And an AC-130 gunship buzzed the coastline at like 300 feet altitude. And you
Sweet.
didn't even know it was coming until the damn thing was overhead. And those turboprops, you finally heard the noise of the turboprops. It was like maybe a quarter mile away before you started hearing the turboprops. And my wife was like, "What are all those pointy things sticking out of the right, the left side of the plane?" I'm like, "Well, honey, that's a 105 millimeter howitzer tank cannon."
Yeah, those AC-130 gunships are badass.
Oh, the Spookies, the Spectres, the whatever the terminology is. They change names every time they go into another designation of AC, HJ, BFE, whatever. It's one of the AC-130 is my second favorite military aircraft after the A-10 Warthog, because it is an A-10 Warthog that ate 50 A-10 Warthogs for lunch and grew just guns out of its belly. That thing is amazing. I explained to my wife how they fly in a circular pattern at an angle to just completely annihilate everything in the center of that circle they're flying. Todd, we are
Well-
not ignoring your beautiful engine bay. I think that is an amazing work of art right there. I like how
You were talking. I don't need to talk. I'm just showing, because this whole stage was about adding all the inboard details, like the big throttle valves, the big red throttle valves.
Here's the thing you've actually accomplished also. The LEDs, the way you have them in there, they look like they are, surface mounted lamps with the bulb hanging down below the fixture just a little bit.
Yeah.
It's perfect. Even if you weren't intending the effect, they literally
It does look good.
like dome lights on the rafters there on the catwalks.
Yeah, so that came out way better than I expected. That's just enough light in the rear.
No,
Looks great.
you've literally simply just met my minimum expectations for your work.
Well, I mean, this whole engine
That's
just
what I was
bugged me because I was
shooting for.
watching other people. I was watching other people build it, and it's just basically black and a bunch of silver pipes, you know. And the columns on the engines were like a green, like a lime green. And I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. And I mean, this is the part I'm the proudest of. Is going to be. I was so excited that this had an engine room. So I'm like, I'm going to do a bunch of work to the engine room. But that's it. I think the engine room is done.
Next time I'm in Arizona, I'll have to come by your place and we'll order that Meat Lover's Pizza to keep Cisco at bay. And I want to see that Titanic in person.
Well, you know what? It's probably going to take that long to finish it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm sure I'll be out there next year at some point. My wife loves going to Scottsdale, apparently. My bougie little biatch. All about that Scottsdale.
Yeah.
You felt dirty after you left Scottsdale a little bit, didn't you?
Did I feel dirty? No.
Like you had to wash off the bougie grease of just existing in that Scottsdale restaurant quadrant near my hotel.
Yeah, that whole part of town I avoid because it is just it's gross.
I mean, it's super clean and super fancy, and I'm just like, no, I'd rather have some house chicken.
Well, that's what I plan on having.
Another Miller Lite.
All I am going to build tonight. That is, I can't. I don't think I can do any more.
Donnie's
Donnie's playing with his nacelle vibrators.
Yeah,
that's going to work so well.
That's a blender.
Donnie, did you shove your thumb in somebody on the wrong day of the month?
No, when I'm painting, you
put
the brush
that in yourself.
Your thumb, and it puts a point back on the brush.
Yeah,
that's an interesting technique.
Well, that's what I was talking about earlier.
I mean, really, that's the reason Gilly has carpal tunnel. He's rubbing his brush against his right thumb too much.
Well, no, when you're painting, you know, you may mess up the tip a little bit while you're painting. You just do that, and you got to point again.
Go along and...
I haven't heard that tip before, but it makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
I mean, you can do the same thing on the palette, but then you got to reach all the way over there to the palette. Your thumb's right there, so.
Yeah, that's what.
So when you see figure painters, you'll see they got paint all over their thumb and hand here because they're constantly rubbing here and then they're painting. So yeah. That looks really cool, Donnie. I can't wait to see that.
Thank you. I just got to get the blades painted black, and then it'll be ready to put in.
So when you're done, you're going to send me that, right?
No.
No. I tried.
No, that's going to go in my collection of 15 other Enterprises.
Okay, we got Bandai down, and sounds like Ian fell down too. So.
Yeah, I was fixing to say I'm fixing to hop off right here. I got to get up early in the morning and go pick up my granddaughter. So.
Okay. Have yourself a good night.
All right, everybody have a good one.
Yep.
Everybody, thanks for watching. Thanks for stopping by.
Have a good weekend, bud.
Later, Ian.
See you, Donnie.
Yeah.
Todd's muted.
I didn't even realize I was muted. I think Donnie killed himself instead of killing the stream.
No, Donnie was just saying he was leaving. You were muted.
Oh, Donnie's leaving? Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
I think everybody's pretty much done here except for Ian. He's having a crap in the sink.
So my new little micro desktop PC does not have a Bluetooth range as good as my old Surface Book. Because when I go across the garage to wash my hands, yeah, I can't hear a damn thing. Cuts right out. I actually get a little choppiness in my audio just going to my beer fridge that's like less than 10 feet away.
Look what Katrina just said about you.
Where else would you wash your hands? You know what the difference, Katrina, between a urinal and a basement slop sink is? Is the basement slop sink can flush with hot or cold water. Yes, indeedy. Okay, waste unit.
Okay, this is what I did tonight, guys.
Those missiles look crazy. What are those fins?
Oh, these are Russian.
Ah, that explains it.
They gotta have everything big, you know, just like the Americans. I mean, Texans.
Luckily, I'm not from Texas.
So that's all I did today was decal placements on these things, those things. That's all they're getting out of me today.
Fair enough.
I was supposed to be doing this on my video, so sucks to be them. Not that they're watching anyways. So.
They're watching.
Yeah, so we got these.
You know, all 7 of them.
Yeah, all 7. Ian's still playing with his toy.
Hey. It's still a model kit. Watch your dirty mouth.
Do you play with it? Do you make it like walk across your desk when you're done?
No.
Just once.
I just pose it in GILLY mode with its right arm near its middle parts.
Grabbing his crotch and drinking maple syrup. Yeah.
There you go.
I finished the engine finally.
And that's Todd.
Still gotta put the little nipples on the top, but you know what? The little nipples that I never put in, there's little pins that stuck out the top of the pistons, and I didn't put them in because people break them off all the time. And what that was, and I didn't know that at the time, but the piston rod actually came out the top of the cylinder and moved with it moved. The piston rods went all the way through the cylinder and out the top of the cylinder heads, and so they actually went up and down with the piston. So these rods would have been different lengths.
Nice.
Interesting.
So I'm probably going to snip them off because they look weird. I'll be sitting up high. They look like antennas or something. So I'm probably going to just leave the crown, but snip off the pins.
Yeah.
I'll put them in later. I said I wouldn't. I said I wasn't going to put them in until this was in the ship because I don't want to break them off. But thanks for convincing me to add the lighting. That was totally worth it.
Those lights look amazing.
Yeah, I'm really happy with them.
That was worth every bit of effort you've put into that.
The extra 10 minutes.
Well, the 2 smaller LEDs definitely greater than the 1 large LED in the middle.
For sure. And that's what I wanted. I wanted them to kind of look like they were, like real bulbs almost, like they were lights.
Yeah. They look
lights would have been in the and I didn't want to overdo it because this thing would have had hundreds of little lights all over it, the real ship.
Well, yeah, the catwalks in real life, yeah, there would have been dozens of bulbs on each catwalk, but it looks amazing.
Oh, and guardrails and all sorts of stuff, but I don't want to mess with that anymore. So, nope, that works. That's it for me.
That's all you need because you're not able to look directly through the center of that engine when the model's even opened up for viewing.
Yep.
So you got the effect that you want. I can't believe they didn't make that part of the actual model, like having some kind of light.
Well, I still don't know. It's unknown at this time if there'll be like a light strip that runs across the top of the engine room to light this up. But I'm going to replace all the model lighting anyway.
Fair enough.
I'm going to use LED strips, warm white LED strips, and I'm gonna replace it all.
Well, before you do that, check out the lighting effect it's going to put on it. Like, is it going to be too bright or is it going to be too dim?
Oh no, I already tested it, but
Okay.
I can dim it a little bit if I needed to. I can just drop the voltage a little.
Yeah.
Because you got to remember, in 1912 the light bulbs were crap.
Yeah, they were very
and
dull.
They weren't bright. Everything just kind of had a glow to it. But
Well,
that's
they were
kinda
like
how
Edison bulbs.
Yes, and it
With the
and
visible
electricity was
filament.
fairly new, but I mean, the bulbs were crap. They were all this terrible, orange glow bulbs. They weren't like high efficiency white. So, yeah, I wanted to have that kind of glow. So
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, that looks really nice. I mean, that's I think probably the nicest model of the stream tonight. I nominate Todd's engine compartment of the Titanic for the most badass looking thing that was being worked on in this entire stream.
I agree.
Yes.
Kudos to Todd.
Yes.
Yay, go clap.
Golf clap. Golf
Go
clap.
clap.
The Masters tournament is going on in Augusta, Georgia right now. And 100-foot plus tall pine trees were blowing over on the tee off of the 17th hole. And everyone was going golf clap and then screaming and running for their lives. It was really hilarious.
Yeah.
If Tiger Woods got crushed by a giant pine tree today, that would have certainly made the news. But since nobody died or was injured severely, only us in Georgia know about that little debacle at the Masters tournament, unless you're a big golf fan, which I'm not.
So.
Yeah, it was kind of a shit show at the Masters today. The weather was not kind to the tournament. It was pretty freaking hilarious. Like, they're just all scrambling. Like, holy shit! 120-foot pine tree just fell on the 17th tee off.
What the hell was that show where he had those walking trees again?
Was that Lord of the Rings?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, okay. Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
That was my first thought.
It was pretty crazy.
I was just laughing.
Yeah. I love this new little Logitech stream cam I got.
Yeah, that's very clear. I like it.
Yeah, it's
pretty
good.
Go with the voice. The voice. Yeah.
The voice?
Yeah.
What's that?
Was it Broyce or Boyce or Bro?
The Elgato has one. Elgato has a nice streaming webcam thing, I guess, but I don't know. This, a Logitech, I know. I'm an IT. Logitech is a known commodity. But yeah, she's a good little camera. I use this thing for showing my ugly mug on the live stream with the Aussies.
501 full HD webcam, auto lighting.
Oh, the Brio. Okay,
yeah, the Brio 501 full HD.
Yeah, I was on the fence between the Brio and the Logitech Stream Cam.
Yeah,
and
that
Katrina,
was supposed to give you 4K
Thank
and
you,
everything
Katrina.
else.
Yeah, Katrina also loves Todd's engine there from the Titanic. Well deserved. Oh, that thing is sick, Todd. It's just...
It was worth putting all the time into it.
It's almost too nice to hide away inside of there, even with an access panel that you can pull off.
Okay, take me off.
Well, and that panel's only going to show from here to here. Well, I can't. It's not really. This is the wrong screen to do it. But basically, from the front of the engines to the back of the condensers, the panel's only going to show from here to here. So, and that's okay. I every time because I basically have to duplicate everything. So every time I screwed something up, I put it on the back engine because you won't see it as badly. So
because only one side opens up.
Yeah, because this is the only side that opens up. So every time I screwed something up, I put it on this engine back here. Because this
smart move.
That way you won't see it as bad.
Yeah, that's insane. And the fact that the stupid connecting rods cycle up and down and rotate and when you have the lights on and they're backlit and those piston rods are just going, It's crazy.
I like it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm not going to build the Titanic, but damn, that thing is impressive as hell. How's the is the hull like panel gap central or something on that? Or is
It's not too bad, but if I'm gonna light the portholes, which I kind of do want to, I'm probably gonna have to seal it.
Do some like overlaps over the joints?
Yeah, I mean, the way the connectors and stuff are, I might have to take the hull apart.
Oh.
Because I'll have to put lights in it first and then see, because a lot of the panel gaps are the panels come together and there's a plastic connector on the inside, so I wouldn't be able to seal without taking it apart. Like I can't just use like liquid electrical tape or something tulip. I wouldn't be able to get to the seam. I'd literally have to take it apart, slather the gap, and then put the connector back on.
But not as bad as the Enterprise D.
And it's all hex screws, and you have to get a little hex key.
Oh. Well,
but I'm pretty sure
it's not
too bad. But I'm sure there's some gaps I'm going to have to fix.
Well, I can't wait to see that thing finished. That's going to be impressive. If anyone
there's
wants
people
to see...
going way farther than me. There's people that are buying the KA kits and the Pontos kits and putting all these details all over the ship and for like the deck up on the deck, you know.
Do they have little miniature lounge chairs?
Yep.
Oh my god. Are they made out of real teak wood?
No.
Oh.
No.
Losers.
But like those Pontos and the KA kits and stuff, they have, you can buy 3D printed chairs, and you can do so much stuff, because this scale is the same size as the Trumpeter, and so because the Trumpeter has so much mods you can buy, you can get a ton of stuff. But the Trumpeter doesn't have an engine room; it's just the exterior of the model. But if you're going to do a bunch of stuff up on the deck, boathouses and the lifeboats and details of the pumps and vents,
like the real wood for the deck, like those nice wood kits.
Oh yeah, no, the Scalemates makes a wood deck for it that's to scale and has all the waterways etched in it and the panels etched in it and everything is laser etched. It looks phenomenal, and it fits on this model with just very little trimming.
Nice.
But it's also very expensive, and I didn't want to go that far. I mean, you could spend $600-700. I think the KA kit's like $600, and the Scalemates. I think the scale. Don't quote me on that. I don't know the price, but the Scalemates has got to be a couple hundred. But I don't like to get too far away from the model. Just so other people can, if they wanted to do what I do, I try to explain how I do it and say this is just. I mean, I didn't do any. There's no custom building in here. It's just a bunch of nice paintwork.
Yeah.
A couple lights.
The amount of time you've invested in that engine room so far, the fact that you'll actually be able to see it, and the fact you put the lights in it, I mean, man, that is just, it's sick.
Yeah. And if the kit comes with lights in the engine room, like if a light strip sits up here on top, I will modify it. I'll make it so it's lit my way.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Little cod piece going on.
With the what piece?
Little cod piece. Cod piece.
I heard something else.
No, a cod piece. Dear Lord. Get your mind out of the gutter.
No, it wasn't me. It's the way you said it.
There we go. No, don't fall. Fiddly little Gundam bits.
So for my next video build, I picked up some more.
More Froy model tracks.
More Pro Motor tracks.
Froy Farbissina. Fire the laser.
These ones come with track pins.
So you don't have to use staples.
I don't have to use staples. And they're actually polished and shined.
Oh, nice.
Like, look how clean those are.
Are you going to burnish those with some burnishing fluid?
Heck no.
What?
Future.
No, but you wanna burnish them, don't you, to make them look more like real metal? Like
Well,
some.
that's why I use Future. The
But
Future
Future
acts
doesn't-
like a primer, coats to the metal, and then I get a perfectly good paint job on it.
Oh, because
Yeah.
I use this stuff on metal tracks. I don't know if you want to put me back on cam at all, but this stuff, Birchwood
No.
Casey Permablue gun bluing fluid. And this is
Why
what
did
I
I
hit
do
all the
that?
metal tracks with, and it gives them a nice flat, dark finish, and acts as the world's most perfect metal primer for, cheap cast pop metal. There we go. Let's snap his ass on here. There we are.
Perfectly good guide horns. Nice.
And okay, time for the crotch.
Okay, yeah, these are the early ones. Okay. Just making sure.
There we go. We can put this one up around his mouth.
Just needs a beer can.
He's got both going same time. Hello. There we are.
And you wonder how we got that thing on there last time.
This is a gorgeous little kit. I swear. I mean, it's
Oh, good.
it.
Todd, what you doing?
Well, Victory Gundam is like one of the worst cartoon series of all time of Gundam, but I love the mobile suits from Victory Gundam. They're so nice.
I'm trying to decide if I should get off of here and go sit on the couch, or if I should go on to the next stage.
Next stage, Todd. I got a little more steam in me. Oh my God! It's 20 after 12. Oh Lord.
Let me look at the next stage. See what.
Well, I was very congested earlier tonight. My sinuses were clogged, and I had a sinus headache. So I took a maximum strength Sudafed, which, as most people know, is one of the base ingredients of meth. So I'm pretty awake. I almost never take Sudafed because I'm already a mild insomniac. I have trouble falling asleep at night, and I have hypertension, and all the other aspects of multiple decades in the IT industry. So I really avoid Sudafed as much as possible, but I couldn't breathe tonight through my nose at all. So I had to take pseudoephedrine, which, I'm not going to bed until 2 a.m. at the minimum.
All right, I can do the next one. The next one is I gotta put the props on.
Oh, that's easy enough.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
Yeah. Looks like I'm building. I'm getting into the feet. We're gonna build some feet.
We'll see how because I painted the bosses of the propellers in the anti-fouling to match the hull. So we'll pull this stuff off and see how I did.
So, speaking of propellers, have you seen those new designed propellers? What's the term for that? Where they're like oval blades with like the hole in the middle. Oh, what the hell's the name of that?
You mean for airplanes?
They're doing it for drones and for speedboats.
Okay, I'll be right back. Hang on.
I'm trying to. Where is it? It's the toroidal blades. Have you seen those?
I have not. No.
They are amazeballs. I don't know what the term would be. But basically, it's like kind of a U-shaped blade with the hole in the middle. So instead of a straight flat, or a curved flat blade, it's like a U, and they have almost zero turbulence. They're more efficient. They have more thrust for a given amount of input horsepower. Toroidal rotor props for boats are a game changer, and they've been making toroidal rotor blades for drone aircraft, and sooner or later they're probably going to put a toroidal prop on a full-size airplane and find a whole new level of efficiency of thrust for power input, and also they're quieter. So like you'll fly a little 4-rotor drone somewhere with standard blades and you hear bzzz, and you fly the same thing with toroidal blades, and you don't hear the blades anymore. You just hear the sound of the brushless motors on the drone. So you hear a and it's way quieter. It just sneaks up on you. It's got all sorts of applications for marine, aviation, military. Everyone that's still watching, all three of you, Google toroidal prop or toroidal blades. It's very interesting stuff. You'll really enjoy it. If you're nerding out to the stuff we do, you'll like this. Where's my E parts tree? E2. Oh. See? Oh, there they are. Time for some feet. We're going to go buy shoes from that place where Al Bundy works. And if you're a size 8, I'm Barney the Dinosaur. Those are always the best scenes. Al Bundy at the shoe store.
There you go.
Oh, those look great. If you're Gilly's...
This one is going to be interesting if I got this even straight. This is the center propeller, which is smaller and incorrect on the model, but that's okay.
Well, is it a propeller or a screw?
Well, I guess it depends on...
There could be a hardcore ship modeler here that may say it's a screw. I'm not a ship modeler, but... Or is that for submarines when they say screws?
No, I mean, it could be a screw.
Yeah. Being pedantic for the sake of pedantic's sake. But being the dumbest modeling channel on YouTube, I get a lot of corrections from my audience, which I do appreciate, actually.
And for this one, this is the center prop. The center prop, I just wanted to do the tip of the boss. Because this is not an accurate one. They're pretty sure that this should be a three-bladed propeller, not four. And
the other one's all three-bladed?
Yeah, the mains they knew were three, but the center went back and forth. They argued with it for years, and in 2007 they kind of came across new information that would have said that the Titanic would have been a three. The center bladed would have been a three, but it for sure was a one-piece cast bronze. It wouldn't have had these. I don't know if you can see it, but it wouldn't have had bolted-on blades.
But what was the sister ship? The Mauritania?
The Olympic and the Britannic.
The Olympic and the Britannic. Well, what did they have? They didn't sink on their first voyage.
it was kind of unclear. They always thought that this one had 4 because the Olympic had 4 in a picture of the Olympic, but it turns out that new information came out and said no, it was actually a 3. But
Oh, it's way
okay.
smaller too.
Yeah, no, it's quite a bit smaller.
Well, those look really nice.
Take some pictures.
And everybody, I'm sorry to let you down. There is no Ian is a asshole mytitanic.com.
Bilge says screw. And he says he has a dry dock photo. She was 4-bladed. That is a picture of Olympic that always gets mistaken for Titanic. I know which picture you're talking of. And that's what threw everybody off for such a long time. That picture of the stern and dry dock with the props is actually the Olympic.
Ooh, you shut Bilge down, Todd. Nice.
No, I mean I fell for it for years. I'm like, no, look, everybody says that's the Titanic's butt, and it's not. They didn't take a lot of pictures of the Titanic because the Olympic came out first. They took tons of pictures of the Titanic or the Olympic because the Titanic was the second ship that didn't care. All the fanfare was for the Olympic, and they made changes to the Titanic, like closing in her promenade and things like that. That they learned from the Olympic being at sea for a while, and they made changes, and they didn't take any pictures and they didn't do any marketing because they were going to take pictures of the Titanic when it reached New York. They had already taken pictures in Belfast and of the Olympic. So they had all these marketing pictures in Belfast for the Olympic. And they said, when he gets to New York, we'll take all the marketing pictures. Well, it never made it. So,
well, there you go. And there you go, Bilge.
All right. Take the props, put the props on the prop shelves. All right. One of these props is not like the other.
Those are metal?
It's all metal.
Nice.
They say don't put the props on with any glue or anything. So we're just going to stick them on there.
And then determine later if we need to add glue because the instructions.
Well, they're definitely going to need glue because they're loose. I can feel it, but
yeah. Don't put glue
they just say
on
don't glue them now because we probably have to slide the shafts through the bosses and the hull.
Ah, yeah.
In the wings. So
polycaps. Oh, polycaps.
Love it, love it, love it. No, no. Yes. Yeah, baby. Yeah.
I don't know what Gilly's doing over there, but that's probably why he has carpal tunnel.
He says the HMS Titanic has a 4-bladed screw. It's possible. I don't know on the other ships.
No, the Britannic. Yeah.
Did he say the Britannic? Yeah.
Yeah, Britannic.
The Britannic was the third ship they built.
So if the first ship had a 4-bladed prop and the third ship had a 4-bladed prop, I would venture to guess it's a logical leap that the second ship had a 4-bladed prop.
Yeah, so, that was the belief for years. I mean, the thing was discovered in 87, I think, and the wreck and the center prop is under the mud, so you can't see it.
Yeah.
The only reason you can see the wing props is because they were smashed up like this when they hit the ground, and so they smashed up out of the mud. And they believe that until in 2007 there was a bunch of documentation that came out from Harlan and Wolff, the shipbuilders, about the specs and the sizes of the prop, and a 4-bladed has a different diameter than the 3-bladed did. And they kept specifying, they thought the information was wrong. It had something to do with the diameter of the prop, and it didn't match the diameter of the 4 blades that were on the other ships.
Yeah.
Like, well, if it was and then there was a picture of the Titanic's center prop on a barge. It's not a very good picture, but there's a picture of it on a barge. It's a big cast iron prop, and it was laying on its side. And if you now with digital technology, they were able to improve the picture to the point where you can clearly see there's 3 blades, not 4.
So probably the first ship, they had a 4-bladed center prop, and they said maybe a 3-bladed would work better. And they did a 3-bladed on Titanic, and then they said, no, actually the 4-bladed caused maybe less cavitation or whatever, more hydrodynamic efficiency. And they went back to the 4-bladed going, our first idea was the best idea. We should have stuck with our instinct.
And it's very possible that's exactly what happened. But
that makes sense.
Unfortunately, in most cases, we're just never going to know. So
yeah. It's kind of like how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? The world may never know. Like how I segued that into a candy commercial from the 80s.
Yeah.
Right. That was pretty smooth. I belong on radio because I'm too ugly for TV.
Oh, come on. You did good on the Aussie show.
Those Aussies, like I said, when I first got on there, I'm like, they all look like retired special operations guys.
Right.
Like, why do they look so grizzled and tough and like, don't F with me? Like, damn. It's like half of them, they look like retired Mossad agents almost. It's almost intimidating. Like Pete, like you don't want to get in a fight with Pete. Pete would rip your head right off your friggin' neck. Jason looks fairly intimidating. Bill Drat would eat you. Like I literally think he could be a cannibal. He lives in a farm shed out in the outback. And
where does this fucking go? Exactly.
The dingo ate your baby. Well, Bilge ate the dingo.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Australians, it's like
everything.
That Mad Max movie. Yeah, they're like, oh, why did they go? The dingo ate your baby. No. Just led to a great episode of Seinfeld. Joints and more joints. So, Gilly, what exactly, you say that rattly noise is your camera mic?
Yeah, it's from
There's
the
a
camera.
vibration somewhere. What's your camera mounted to?
One of those just a regular freaking, what the hell do you call these things?
Tripod.
Excellent.
But
Oh,
something's
it's connected to a
vibrating.
It's my camera. I don't know. I must have dropped it.
You dropped your Sony ZV-1?
I don't have a Sony ZV-1. I'm not
What do you
that
have?
rich.
I'm not rich. I just have a wife with a job.
All right, what do I do with the screws?
They're over there.
Oh dear. There we go. Got our Canadian version of Buck Light.
Aha. Mm-hmm.
Not Bud Light, Buck Light.
Trust me, Buck's not late. You notice he has like 5 chairs in his model room.
I only have one chair. I threw my old work stool out on the curb. I put it on at the end of the driveway. Some woman walked her dog past my house, and on the way back, She was walking her dog. She stopped. She like looked at the chair. She rolled it around a little bit. She sat on it. She hit the lever to let it lower down. And she's like, oh, this works. And she had one hand on her dog leash and the other hand dragging the chair up the hill away from my house.
That must have looked nice, eh?
It was hilarious. Like, if you want to get rid of anything in Metro Atlanta or basically anywhere in America, you put something near the curb. Invariably, within a number of minutes or hours, somebody's just going to show up and just grab it and drive away or walk away with it. It's magic. I was going to put my old noisy air compressor on the curb, but I texted my neighbor across the street and I was like, hey, do you want an air compressor? I got a new one. I'm getting rid of my old one. He goes, yeah, how much? And I said, how much does it cost you to walk over to my driveway and carry it back to your house? Just get it out of here. We're going to Red Lobster next Monday for my birthday dinner. All you can eat shrimp on Mondays at Red Lobster. Oh, baby. And Cheddar Bay biscuits. Can't wait. So excited. Love me some Cheddar Bay biscuits. Some Walt's favorite fried shrimp. Shrimp scampi. Yum, yum. They're like, what kind of salad dressing do you want? I'm like, I don't want salad dressing. They're like, you want a plain salad? I said, no, I don't want the salad. Just bring me biscuits. Many, many biscuits.
Get in my belly.
In my belly. Back in the day when I was dating my wife when she was in college, we went to all you could eat shrimp at Red Lobster, and I ate 130 shrimp. Now I'm lucky to break 70. It's pretty sad. I'm a shadow of my former self. And collect the shrimp tails on a side plate and count them. Oh, I'm out of my prime. Clearly, I peaked at 25. Gil, do you have Red Lobster in Canada?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Have you been there?
Allergic.
You're allergic to shellfish?
Yep.
How many years has it been since you've had any shellfish?
Quite a few.
Do you know every 7 years, on average, the human body's allergies change? So, like, if you were allergic to cats really bad when you were a teenager, but now you're an adult and you're not allergic to cats anymore, or as badly, same thing with shellfish. For a while, I used to go to Red Lobster with my dad, probably a few times a year, and everything was cool. And then one year, I was like 14, and I had like a crab and lobster stuffed mushroom, and my lips swole up like they got stung by bees. My throat started getting tight, and I was allergic to shellfish. And I didn't touch any shrimp or crab or lobster or anything like that for over a decade, more than a decade. And then I started dating my current wife, and we went over to her family's house for Christmas one year, and they made this amazing looking seafood stuffed lobster tail for Christmas. And I was like, oh my God, that looks delicious. And I ate it because a month before that, we went to a wedding and I was eating random little hors d'oeuvres that they were passing around. And I ate something. I was like, that was delicious. Oh my God, it tasted like crab or something. She's like, yeah, that was a crab puff. I was like, oh shit, I had crab. I'm going to die. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. I was fine. So when I was at Christmas and I saw the seafood stuffed lobster tail, I was just like, you know what? I'll take one of those, Uncle Joe. Thank you very much. And I ate it and nothing happened. And I wasn't allergic to shellfish anymore, and I haven't been since. But for a period of my life, I was allergic to shellfish pretty violently, and the
Well,
allergies shift as you age.
yeah.
So, I mean, I'm
Well,
not
never had
telling
allergies.
you to just like bite down on a crab claw, but you could try it. Possibly, have some Benadryl handy. If you're really allergic, like when you have shellfish, I mean, have an EpiPen handy, but you'd be surprised. Those allergies shift around every 7 or so years.
I
Things
never had
change.
them, and then all of a sudden I started getting allergies. I'm like, excellent.
Yeah.
Well, I never
Yeah,
had it before too until I started cooking, and then I ended up having a nice job of cleaning and deveining shrimp, and then cutting and preparing lobster tails. Turn around and look, I was all itchy, and the chef looked at me and he says, "What's wrong with you?" I said, "Nothing." Here I was just ballooning up, turning red. Hands were freaking fat as Vienna sausages, and
Yeah, but yeah, that's the case. So, like I said, for the first decade and a half of my life, I was not allergic whatsoever. Then all of a sudden, I was horribly allergic, and then 10 years later, it turned out I wasn't allergic anymore. It's kind of weird.
yeah, still happens.
Possibly because I avoided shellfish for a decade. When I had it again, it just wasn't an issue.
Well, you used to have it before, so your body still remembers it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. I'm very happy I'm not allergic anymore because I am so looking forward to going to Red Lobster and just pigging out on, hopefully 70 or 80 all-you-can-eat shrimp.
Like throughout my 20-some years of cooking, I still get allergic reactions to lobster tails and shrimp, but yet my sister can go there and feed herself like a pig, and yet she's fine.
Yeah, I would. You know what, the whole thing with the food allergies. The shellfish is one thing. That's an easily avoidable. No one is serving you a little sealed bag of shellfish when you get on an airplane. But these people with the peanut allergies, they need to just go. Darwinism needs to take effect. If you've got a nut allergy, I'm sorry, dude. It's game over. Just just eat them and check out. We're tired of being tortured. Shellfish, fine. That's easily avoidable. I'm allergic. I have lactose intolerance. That's borderline for me. Lactose intolerance. I'm like, okay, well, you can pretty easily avoid dairy. If someone's eating a slice of American cheese in the same room, you're not going to get an allergic reaction because there's cheese in the room.
No.
But it's those nut people. It's those nut allergy people. I can't stand them. As a fat person who eats everything, you nut allergy people are one of my banes in life. No offense, if any of the viewers have
Engines
a nut
are
allergy.
running. Oh my God, enough.
Look at it. Look at the little rods.
Oh my God, we got to see this.
Yeah, no, Big Todd. That's awesome. I'm going to shut the hell up.
So engines are doing their thing. Come all the way back.
And the props. Come on. Oh, fail. Todd, play the sound. Bump, bump, bum.
Oh, yeah.
It's fine.
You deserve the sound for once. Oh.
Because they're not glued on.
Okay.
All right,
That's just a dry fit. It's okay.
Get the sound ready anyway, just in case.
And then, if you put it in reverse, only the two props turn.
Either that or something's broken.
Nope, that's how the Titanic worked. The steam turbine only ran in one direction, so.
Okay.
That's what it's supposed to do. Go that way, and go that way.
Cool. Come on, Todd. You got to play the sound now. Play the sound.
I only have so many hands, you know. Here, you guys can watch those props. Let me go ahead and film myself.
That's awesome.
That was so good. Okay, a dab of glue might be in order, apparently, at this point.
And you fail.
Oh, that's cool, though, man. That's really cool. So once you get all of that shoved through the hull, then you glue on the props, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I think that's why they don't have you glue them on right now.
Yeah,
just because
that makes sense.
You still have to run these rods through the wing roots on on the back hull of the stern. So
yeah,
and then you probably glue them on.
Yeah, the whole thing's kind of wobbling around.
Yeah, because not the whole
it's not supported.
Floor is plastic. The whole floor of the engine room is plastic from front to back. It's plastic. Until we mount this in the hull, it just has way too much room to move, so it's gonna wobble.
Yeah, and that thing is that engine. Just the amount of moving parts on that is really, really, really impressive.
What gets me, and I don't know why this camera is so crooked, is how far those props are from the engines. Like, they are really...
Well, the hull's quite tapered, so they probably, they had to move the engine room far enough forward to fit that gigantic engine.
You can see the taper. You can see it taper down.
Yeah. So, I mean, that doesn't...
How was this engine room?
Doesn't surprise me at all.
Middle of the ship?
No.
No, the back third, though.
Oh, come on. Come on, camera.
I mean, that model's, how long, Todd, when it's done? 3 feet long?
Just over a meter, yeah.
Yeah. Just over a meter. Todd trying to kowtow to the European viewers by saying a meter.
You know me.
I know. Diplomatic relations. Although I was using centimeters and millimeters earlier when I was saying how I spaced out the landing bay light holes on the Enterprise shuttle bay. 15 millimeter spacing. I hear echoes, Todd. I think it's your fault.
Here, let's take a peek at these.
What are we peeking at? I only see Todd's workbench.
Oh, sorry.
Ooh, tracks. I think I gotta go up soon. My wife texted me and she's like,
yeah, I don't feel like messing with I'd have to pull the hull down because the next part of this stage is to attach the other anchor, and you have to balance the lengths of the chains with a hook and a clip, and I don't feel like doing that. So if I stream on Sunday, because it's Easter and who knows if I will be here, I will do it on Sunday.
I'm going to the mother-in-law and father-in-law number 3 on Sunday for Easter dinner because my wife didn't feel like spending the money for me to cook a gourmet meal for people who may not eat it all.
Very accurate.
And when I start cooking, I don't play around.
The build says very cool. The shafts are more bent than Ian. Yeah.
Oh, geez.
The boiler rooms are in front of the engine spaces. That is true. 6 boiler rooms.
Okay. That's in.
Yeah, and I can save these suckers for my Tamiya build. Huh. Sweet.
I hear police sirens. Welcome
Nice
to
knowing you,
Atlanta.
Gilly.
Yeah.
Oh,
You gotta catch me first.
all right. That's it
No,
for
they're
me.
outside of my
Got good
house.
stuff. Gilly's done a bunch of tracks. Ian should have had a Gundam put together already, but no.
Well, it's in between a high grade and a master grade, so it takes a little bit of time.
Ken says, thanks for the show. Have a good night. Thanks, Ken. Appreciate
Thanks,
it.
Ken.
Thanks,
Appreciate
Ken.
you watching. Bilge, have a great weekend. Say hi to your wife for me.
Wow.
Wow.
Well, you know, precedent was set, apparently. I wouldn't say that to Steve, that's for sure. I'll actually meet him in person. I don't want to get punched in the teeth. My odds of person-to-person meet with Bilge are slim to none.
Trust me, you don't want to meet him on the next stream because there's a little issue there.
Say hi to your wombat for me, then.
You can have my ex. See, there you go.
There we go.
Bill
That's why
says
I'm
you can have
laughing.
his ex.
I don't know what's more ornery, an Italian wife or an Australian wife. Bilge will probably beg to differ. Okay, well, everybody, thank you for. Geez, my camera view is all wonky.
Yeah, another 4 hours on a Friday.
Yeah, there we are.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's 4 hours of my views. No one's going to see.
Yeah.
Well, I think I spent 5.5 hours pre-painting all this stuff on last Sunday. Managed to get through 2 issues, but that's, it's progress. There's your Gundam.
Gun Blaster. I love Gun Blaster. He's got
Is that
a
the
couple of
glow-in-the-dark
missiles
issue?
in this shoulder. He's got his beam saber handle in that shoulder. Very nice.
Excellent.
Needs a little panel liner and some decals.
Decals.
Yes, what you said.
All right, kids. That's it for me. Everybody wave and say
Okay.
bye. Thanks for coming.
Yep.
Thanks for watching, everybody. See you next
Bye,
week.
everyone.
Keep them coming.